Gang. Yeah. Look. They don't even know. Let's get it. Man, I be living this life different. Tell my enemies I be getting distant. All them hoes saying I be indifferent. When they looking at the pigment, they saying I'm ignorant. White, Kevin Federline. But you know all of this shit I do, I'm meddling. No settling, never for less. You know them niggas better give me respect. You know I got it done. Man, you know they come through with the Glock, boy. Aim it at your top, boy. In the block is hot, boy. So you know if I'm aiming at a op, boy, or aiming at a top, boy, I'm finna let it pop, boy. Ha. Man, it's hot, no grease. Man, you know she grease, but you know she trees. So you know that she probably be here in them streets. But you know me and my gang, we be chasing breeze. Ha. Damn, I don't never care. They be talking shit, but really they ain't never there. I ain't never fear nobody any fucking year. Man, you know I'm coming through like motherfucker, get in there, yeah. Man, fuck you, pay me. I'm so HD, man, you know that I be oh so wavy. All them hoes telling me they think I'm crazy. I tell them bitches do it like an 80s baby, Born in 93, but I got that Cali beat. Ain't no niggas coming to me acting like they really heat, but they ain't really flames. But you know I aim that shit up at they brain. And the way I whip it, man, that shit deranged. Finna pull up in the range, man, I got like 2 of them things. And you know them bitches coming through and then they move the thing like a nigga moving cane. Man, you know a nigga came, man, when I came with that chopper, man, I made it rain. Yeah.
All these niggas steady hang cause they not me. All these bitches tryna fuck used to dub me. She say she love the green and look like broccoli. Brody tone on that stick, he always hop tree. Know he keep the hammer and he gon' squeeze. Brody always by my side and he do not leave. We the only third alive and we on high street. Paper chasing to the top and we on high speed. High speed, 42, but we on 90. Line me, pick and choose where you gon' find him. Not me, son of Addy and we gon' find him.
Different bitty asking what it cost me. Prezi face, try with me, put them in a coffin. Know your place, they thought that was close and then we lost it. Get it straight, know that I'm the voice of the people. Ricky Lake, who was dishing, wait till it get low. Throw her away, get that bitch back like a repo. Play it safe, niggas steady, watch through the peephole.
All these niggas steady hang cause they not me. All these bitches tryna fuck used to dub me. She say she love the green and look like broccoli. Brody tone on that stick, he always hop tree. Know he keep the hammer and he gon' squeeze. Brody always by my side and he do not leave. We the only third alive and we on high street. Paper chasing to the top and we on high speed.
That ain't my girl, but I'm in love with it all. Shaped like a doll, I'm thinking God for it all. I got some plays I need to get you involved. Pray for my boy, I don't wanna see what he saw. Now I be sipping on this drink, feeling lost. Niggas be old, acting young, man, you lost. A part of pressure, that's the life, there's a cost. We got the fun, we'll put you right in the ball. Hate it or love it, you niggas know how I rock. Highly respected, cause I don't do all the talk. So many me tryna copy the sauce. Chip on my shoulder, the reason I'm going hard. Yeah, just enjoying the moment. Yeah, living fast, moving slowly. Yeah, in my bag, on my dolly. Speed on how you can't slow me.
All these niggas steady hang cause they not me. All these bitches tryna fuck used to dub me. She say she love the green and look like broccoli. Brody tone on that stick, he always hop tree. Know he keep the hammer and he gon' squeeze. Brody always by my side and he do not leave. We the only third alive and we on high street. Paper chasing to the top and we on high speed.
Yeah. Welcome to motherfucking High Street. Shout out to motherfucking Dallas Rose. Fame. Rebels Empire. Your girl Fame Jackson.
Get him slow.
Yeah. All in my court. I don't back and forth. When I shoot, I score. I don't miss the one. My truck two doors. Chanel full of ones. A closer done. That nigga here hoard that money that's good.
What's
Make him
up?
do the
Live on the
shooting.
podcast. I'm Dallas.
And I'm Fame Jackson.
This is Fame. We got two very special guests tonight. DJ Franchise.
What up?
And Letitia. Is it
Leticia.
Leticia? Okay,
Leticia
I always
J.
get that fucking wrong.
Leticia J.
But,
Period.
From the
Yes.
Franchise Report.
Yes.
Very excited about that.
Of course.
Very excited about
Thank
that.
you guys for coming.
Thank you guys for having us.
Can we just take a shot and a toast to
Yes.
this? Because
Yes.
Oh, this is mine?
this
Yes.
is yours, yes. Toast to the podcasters and the
Yes.
radio and everything that brings the artists together. Cheers.
Cheers. So first of all, thank you guys for having us.
Of
We
course, you
appreciate
guys
that.
are always so welcoming to us. You
Yes,
know.
yes.
We've been looking forward to this. Give you
Yeah.
guys a break, so you don't have to do the hosting and do all the question asking. And
Right.
Different feeling.
It
get to
is.
talk shit
it
a little bit.
is.
Yeah, do you guys go on shows very much?
I've never. This is my first time being interviewed. My first time being interviewed for the Franchise Report.
This is your
Oh,
first
really?
time being interviewed?
Yeah.
I don't know nothing about you.
Well, you learn something all the time.
You're right. He's learning a lot tonight, actually.
Nice. All right, we're popping the cherry.
So ask her everything, because I don't.
Yeah.
Ask her everything.
Word.
Yeah.
That's good.
We gotta say also what's up to Linus in the house, chilling back there in the
Hey.
audience. And very special on the boards tonight, we have my son, my actual son, Dawson, filling in. You've all heard about him. He's actually here tonight. Wesley
And he's
is out.
doing Wesley's
Wesley's
job.
out for like 5 weeks.
Oh no! What am I gonna do?
Hey, let me ask you, now that you got your son here doing this for you,
Yeah.
your son think you cool, or does he say, whatever, Dad?
Cool.
I
Because
think he
my
thinks,
kid's getting to that age now.
I think he thinks I'm all right.
he
Like
thinks you're all
borderline, you know.
That's because Dawson is super cool. So his dad can only be kind of cool. You know? Am I right, Dawson?
Sure.
Dope. So shout out to Lou Kane that's not here tonight. We did find somebody to do your job. And shout out is all love. And shout out to Wesley. He's not gonna be here for weeks.
Yeah, he's doing some kind of class or something like that in the summer, which is
that's
on Wednesday
scary.
nights. It sucks. But he'll be back. And hopefully someday Chelsea Mav, you come back. Chelsea Maverick.
You know what? I nearly forgot that.
We've had a lot of come and goers on the show. Do you guys have that on your show?
I know the feeling.
Yeah.
I know the
Come and
feeling.
goers. as
Like people
far
that
as
work on
that.
the show
Show
and
and
then
then
like drop
they-
off or whatever.
The Franchise Report, no, because I never really actually had a consistent co-host. Leticia is the first.
Yeah.
Nice.
The morning show that I do, 8 people so far. That is just, I can't
Yeah.
wake up that early no more, fam. Like, oh, I'm gonna be. Yeah, just, they're not. You don't realize they're not built for it until it's time to work.
Right.
Yeah.
So, all right, so break it down. What do you, like, for people that don't know, what do you guys do? Like, what are your shows? You just mentioned the morning show. We've been on the night show. But the show at nights, that's recorded, right? So then,
Yes.
okay, so how does it all work?
It's 2 different things. From the Franchise Report that we do with video, film,
Yep.
is completely separate from radio. The only connection is that the freestyles we record,
Yeah.
I clean it up, the interviews, and I replay them during my shows.
Oh, awesome.
But the morning show and our afternoon show is just all radio, all audio, no video, nothing like that. It's just all radio.
And that's
So-
actually like a live FM.
and that's live
radio show.
FM. So we
Nice.
incorporate like what she does, like the interviews and raps. We clean that up, and then we incorporate that into the radio.
Oh, okay.
So she doesn't have to deal with me in the morning.
No.
Yeah.
I did at one point on Mondays and Tuesdays. We did.
We used to have to pre-record some during COVID.
Yeah.
I had to
we
pre-record.
would have
Oh, right.
pre-record, yeah.
Right.
So she did film a few months.
Tell
Yeah.
me, you just mentioned you have a lot of come and goers, so do we. It sucks because you get close to people, whatever, and then you either have to let them go or they decide to go themselves or whatever. Tell me how y'all met, and you said she's been the consistent person since the noon show?
Since the video Franchise Report.
Okay.
He's not getting rid of me, first of all.
Period.
Even if he wants to, he's not getting rid of me.
Period. tell me how y'all met and what keeps y'all's,
I'll give you how we met. Go ahead.
relationship stable.
Yeah. Oh, okay. So we have a partner named Lamont Spitraw. He actually reached out to me because I was doing radio in Boston, but the radio I was doing in Boston, I wasn't able to do what we're doing.
How so? What do you mean?
Like
So I was on B87 with Jeff Two Times and Algie and DJ No Jokes.
Okay.
So I wasn't able to bring in guests as much as I wanted to, or have what we're doing.
Right.
So Lamont knew that I was kind of stuck. Mm-hmm. So he reached out to me. I think it was like March of 2020. Right?
What's it, 22 right now?
Yep.
Probably
So 2021. March of 2021, he was like, hey, I have this dude named DJ Franchise, and I've heard of Franchise like over the years, but I never really met Franchise, obviously from him doing clubs. And he was like, hey, he has this show, and I think you'd be a great part of it. So we met on a Sunday in March, and
in 2020.
In 2021.
Riotous Code.
21.
Oh, 21.
2021.
Oh, okay.
So it's literally only been a year and a couple of months since we've been working together.
Damn.
But yeah.
You guys, I feel like you've really established it.
Yeah, it seems like y'all been doing this forever together. Forever.
And the credits, you guys, when I started the franchise report, I started it with all Rhode Island artists, and I had to branch out for him. I needed help. I had to branch out.
Yeah.
So that's how I reached out to Lamar, like, yo, I need help. I who can help me get, and that's when.
Okay.
That part.
Okay.
So I definitely got to give you guys. I needed help reaching.
Yeah.
So South to Mass in Connecticut. I need you guys help.
That's
Right
dope.
on.
That's dope.
Right. So you were doing the show, the franchise report, for how long?
4 years.
We're going on 5 years coming up.
That's awesome.
Coming up in September to be 5 years.
Congratulations. What we doing?
That's super cool.
We'll have a
Working.
party.
No, we got to celebrate. What the hell? So you're from Rhode Island, and you're from
I live in Mass.
Mass.
Yeah.
Originally from New York, though, right?
Originally from Brooklyn, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Franchise hates when I throw that in there. He's like,
Stop.
you've been
Does
in Mass
not like
long
that.
enough, just stop it. You're a Massachusetts person.
Right. Right.
But yeah, you could take me out of Brooklyn, but you can't take Brooklyn out of
me.
me.
Right.
Yeah. She's
Well, that's
like,
dope.
she's fucking hilarious. Okay. I mean, it's dope to see this this side of you. Not that I've known you at all or long enough to know how you are anyways, but I felt like you rubbed me the wrong way when I first met you. Not first met you, it was probably
At the show.
at the franchise.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Let me take a shot.
Yeah. I'm sorry. I'm going to apologize. So, I think I might have came off. I might have came off because I was like, freestyle for me, freestyle. And I think that's what bothered you.
Yeah.
Because I was like,
it made me nervous. I'm not gonna lie, because it was like, before I could say hi, you're gonna freestyle, right?
Yeah. And I didn't met nothing of it.
Yeah.
And over the times I've seen you, I was like, she probably feels a certain way because that's how it came off.
Yeah.
But I'm nothing like that. And I meant no harm by it. It was just like, I want you to, like, I do it to dudes too. Like, there was a dude that came for an interview a couple of weeks ago, and I was like, you gonna freestyle? You gonna freestyle? And he probably wanted to knock me out.
I told her, I was like, she's just running a show.
Yeah.
She's just like trying to be on point and see what the fuck's happening.
No. And I'm sorry I made you. I'm on camera. I'm apologizing.
I love
There's no
it. Thank
need
you
to
so much.
apologize.
Thank you
I
so
know
much.
how.
As a woman, she did it, and it stands. So don't tell her don't do it. Like,
I had one foot off the
I
door,
res-
baby.
All right.
I totally respect you and respect that, and respect that you took, because it did bother me. I like you, you know what I'm saying? I've seen you multiple times, so I'm like, I hope you don't have it out for me.
No,
you know what I mean? So I'm glad
no,
we cleared the air.
No,
and it's all
no,
good.
She had jerked everybody.
No, I think a lot of people. So, first of all, my facial expression, sometimes I would come off as a bitch. I come off with that resting bitch face, and then I could be a little outspoken sometimes or annoying.
Honest. It's called being honest. Yeah, people don't want to hear the truth sometimes. It's called being honest.
So I
could be
think
honest.
that's what it is. So I'm really down. I'm like, if I'm not the
I'll
silliest
say excited
person,
maybe, because that wasn't honestly her eager to hear me rap. It's just probably she was just excited, like, can she really rap?
I don't think I need to do it. I think it's honestly just like, what are you doing?
Are you gonna rap?
Are you gonna rap or not? Because we gotta put this show together.
It's not if you could rap.
Like I get like when I'm setting up for this, I get wicked. I was just saying to Dawson earlier, he was like messing with me, he was passing the mics. I'm like, not right now, dude. Like I get too like focused on this shit. Like we got to do this the right way and everything. Like, I don't have time for joking around.
Right.
You know what I mean? So,
Yeah, no, and like I said, I could have not brought that up, and it could have been like, you know, that, you know, a grudge or whatever it was, but.
No,
me,
it's always
he knows me that I don't keep nothing on my chest. So if I feel some type of way, I'm gonna have to say it because then it's gonna weigh. You know what I'm saying?
Both of you guys are stuck with a stigma. As an artist, wherever you go, people are always gonna want you in that artist mode.
Well,
As an interviewer, as somebody that books rap artists, whenever they see her, they're gonna expect her to. All right, she wants me to rap right away. So you guys, they're both stuck with that stigma. Wherever you go, we want you to be an artist. Unfortunately, we want you to be an artist. I hate it.
I love it. That's what I love it. I just know this too. There's a borderline. There's
but you gave the honest truth. Like main celebrities get stressed out. It's like, yo, not right now.
That's not what I'm here
you
for,
gave the perfect example. Not right now, family. Not right now.
And y'all do something totally different from what we do here. Y'all's main focus, it seems like y'all want to, you know, showcase the artist's talent, right? Us, we want to get to know the artists. We want to get to know the people. So we do actually
So I'm going to share this podcast because I won't cut my throat.
So we do have real conversation. So it is the difference in, I don't really be out much. So like, yeah, you guys were right. I shouldn't have taken it that way because you were working or whatever. But I mean,
but it happens though. Sometimes I want my space. It happens though, fam. Sometimes I just want to enjoy my night, sit my.
But I feel like if you didn't do that, then I would have rapped. You feel what I'm saying?
I'm trying to help you out. Here you go.
No.
I'm trying to help you out. Here you
go.
So
basically, no, because she's kind of helping me. So basically, so next time I have an artist, if they want to talk first, I shouldn't jump down their throat and be like, hey, are you rapping? Are you rapping? I should
make
just
them
like
comfortable. You know what I'm saying? Okay. Because it is nerve wracking. The only there was probably a couple of other females in there, included you. But the entire room was filled with men.
No,
outside was filled with men. So I'm just like, oh, these niggas is listening to me. And then I got her in the back of my head, rap.
No,
so I'm like, shit.
No.
You're supposed to be on my side.
No, I definitely apologize. And to bring it back, so we had Dallas coming up for an interview, and he was like, I'm going to bring Fame with me. And I was like, okay, so she's going to rap. So when you came, I'm like, are you going to rap? Are you going to rap? Are you going to rap? Like, I don't want to hear nobody talk. I want to hear you rap.
Okay.
So I apologize. I definitely apologize.
Oh, this was when that was?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you guys met in the club or something like that.
No.
At the show?
Yes. Franchise is lost.
I had my headphones on that whole time, so I never know what's going on. I never know what's going on. Wow. So this.
Yeah. This happened at the show. Yes. But
no, I mean it's hard to. Like, obviously, I don't know. 'Cause I'm not a rapper, but like, it's hard. I think for the artists to step up. Like, it's a big deal for people to come on your show.
It is.
You know, you guys have a real platform.
It really
I
is.
take that as a compliment.
No,
everybody in Boston talks about you guys, and they want to be on it, and they make it seem like you got to get on this waiting list. They make it seem like it's this thing, and I'm
at first it wasn't. We was like, you know what, we can take anybody. Let's go.
Let's
and then
go.
Now
everybody
you
wasn't
have
great.
to.
Everybody wasn't great.
Yeah.
And she has a life, and she lives further. So it's like, you know what, let's break this up to every other week. And now it's become a real, you know, all right, let's get the good ones out now. Let's give them that chance.
Nah, it's tough. Luke was talking about it for weeks.
Was he?
Ready. Yeah, he was hyped for that shit.
He actually hit me up. He wants to come back. So I was like,
oh,
okay,
he wants to bring JQ, right? Yeah, we got to get JQ on there. JQ is a fucking animal. He'll tear that shit up.
I built a relationship with Mass. I love y'all.
No, we love you because you know why? It's important that you do what you do, and it's solely for, because you don't charge artists to come to your show, to come onto your podcast. You know what I'm saying?
We just need one of y'all to make it.
We don't.
We just need one of y'all to make it.
You know what? It could be a video from your show that blows somebody up.
There's 2 or 3 artists that are
buzzing because of your videos.
Yeah.
2 or 3 artists that are.
Yeah.
Can I?
Go ahead. Something.
So one of them, our first artist that we had, I think that was his first time doing a video with us, which he's actually signed now. He just got signed. Fuego.
Oh,
Fuego Bass, right?
Fuego Bass,
So his first time coming was last year around this time. He came, shout out to Sal Pacino. He's the godfather of Hartford. He brought Fuego Bass up. So we did the first interview with him, And I think I might have told him, or I think I might have said the last time, I didn't appreciate his rap back then, right? Like
you were like, you didn't really get the style.
I got it, but it was just like, he's all right.
That was her view.
He's like,
killed it.
and you know what it was? No, I told he did kill it. But what it was for me was he had this Band-Aid right here that kept flapping. I was like, if you don't take that Band-Aid off.
I bet he did. That's so
But then, you know, from that interview, honestly, I grew a relationship with him. So a lot of the times when he does events, he'll invite me, or, you know, I'll just pop up. He's a sweetheart. So that was his first video, right? Not ever, but that was his first video with us. And then he came back the second time. And the second time, that video, he did it over the I Choose You beat. I choose you, babe. Not MGK. UGK.
Andre 3000.
Yes.
I probably have to hear it.
Okay. So he's about to pull it up. So that was that. And then we just had one of the
cameras here. Switch the camera, Dawson. Switch to that camera there.
Keep going. Don't mind me.
Oh, okay. So then recently, just last week, we had, you came last week, right? Did you come
last week? Yeah, with Lay, yeah.
So after you left.
Yeah.
So we had some dudes come up from Sound Lab. Matter of fact, Devo,
C4 was on there.
C4.
C4, he was on this show a few weeks ago. He's a super beast.
Automatically during his freestyle, Ferg hit me up with his Lamont Raw. He in a group text like, "Yo, this video is gonna blow," and I was like, "Listen, if you see my face, like that's the biggest thing in all of the videos, my facial expression. That's how you can tell if a rapper is good." Yes. Listen, his video, not even 24 hours, it went to 7K.
Really?
Right now, it's sitting at 15.
Holy shit.
Okay, which is good.
Yeah.
300 and something shares.
334.
So, you know, like.
Shout out C4.
Shout out to C4 and the damn franchise, man.
Let me ask you guys a question. How does that happen? Because he lives in Mass.
Yeah. Okay.
I've had Mass artists that do our show. I'll put their video up. They'll get 13, 14 shares. What is it? How does somebody else get 334 and then the next artist get 12 and then the next artist get 200? Like,
I wish I knew.
I got the same problem with that. Like, how do we get to every time C4, we always all support? Like,
yeah, I don't know. C4 has been doing this thing around here for a while, so he's definitely got a little bit of a following.
He has a community.
And I mean, and that video was really good, you know, so I think it just had that quality to it that it kind of goes viral a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
He was really going crazy.
His energy's always wild when it comes down to his, his artistry. So him himself, before he opens his mouth and start rapping, you know what I'm saying? He's already a character.
So is it to the point where we got to have the energy right away before we actually share and support this video, as opposed to, I know you, but I'm just going to scroll up?
Yeah, that's like, what it is. A lot of the time,
I'm juggling artists,
it's 50-50.
50-50.
Yeah, it's 50-50 because a lot of the times, it's like I said, he's well known in the community and he is in a community, like, you know what I'm saying? So he has a lot of friends and a lot of surroundings, and he's a lot of people like him.
I also feel he's at that age group where these kids are different nowadays. Like his age group, he's like at a 21, early 20s.
Yeah.
He's with Sound Lab. I never expect this, because this other artist from Brockton, and he's from Brockton. So to see him the way he is and the support that he's getting, it's like.
But that's the thing, though. It's like, you know,
it's a like and dislike thing. I was trying to answer that for you.
Go ahead.
Sorry.
If I bring an artist up and he's like, you know what, this is my crew. It's 3 of us.
Yeah.
I put one up. 334 shares. I put the next one up. Yo, he's from the same clique. They drove up here together. They were in the same video. Man. Y'all ain't gonna support him? No. And he's just not using him as just an example. An example. Yeah. But if you think about it, like, you get a grouping.
That's what I was talking about dick riding last week.
Like,
that's a form of dick riding because, like you said, if we're in the same clique, right?
I don't get it.
Listen, this is what you just said. We just came into Dallas's studio, and I'm the rapper or whatever, or we both rapped, and you're the supporter friend or whatever, right? You post my video, goes crazy. You post hers, it goes medium crazy.
But yet the video is me and her sitting together.
Right?
I don't get
it. So it's a likability type thing. So a lot of people. It's personal. It's a personal thing.
And I also think talent as well, because when we had the dudes from New York come up, Trife Life, Tommy Whispers.
Yeah, out of three of them, they supported one.
Yeah.
But the other two,
the other two was just like whatever.
I mean, I don't. It's a good question, but I guess it's just like I feel like, you know, if you know those guys, say you know all three guys, and then one of them he really kills it.
For example, this is all for example.
Right. I'm not even using this, but just to say, like,
for example.
Yeah. Then like you share that guy's shit, like you kind of feel like you did your part. You know, and then you might not take that extra effort and be like, well, I gotta do his too. You know what I mean? Because people are just like that. They're like super ADD, super lazy. I mean, I'm probably guilty of that sometimes. You know what I mean? And I think that's just what the phenomenon is. And then there's that kind of thing of like, you know, people go where people are. So if it's like something starting to get shared a lot, then it's like, oh, I want to share it too because everybody else is doing it. You know what I mean? So it's things just kind of take off. You know,
this club's packed, nobody's over here.
Yeah,
exactly. But it's a good question, man, and it's really like
makes you think.
So do you think if you would have shared one of the other ones first, that
would it have been the same effect? That's the science project I wish I could have done.
I don't know. I mean, like
that's the science project I wish I could do.
Yeah,
you can never do that. You can never go back
unless you right.
Like, can I go back in time and put the third guy first and post his? Would it get the same reaction? I can't go back and do it.
Right,
that's a great question.
But I think that it's just a valid, you know, thing to observe, a valid observation, because that really is what we need here in Boston and Massachusetts, New England.
Just say New England.
You know, New England, right?
New England.
You know,
you guys get bathroom breaks?
Sure. Yeah. This is a very casual show, man. This is a very casual show. No, it's like, it's really that fan support, like, because, you know, it's mostly like artists trying to like share their shit all over the place, you know, their own shit. They got a few friends that share it, you know, and the surrounding guys maybe don't get quite as much love as the main guy sometimes, you know what I mean? But it's like, you know, what we really need is like an actual fan base that is telling the rest of the country, look what's happening here. You know, so that's the trick that we all got to figure out.
We need a state fan base, not an artist fan base, a state fan base.
Yeah, yeah. Look at this scene. Look what's going on here. You know, because I really think that, you know, we had Noble from the museum on the show last week.
Okay.
And his whole thing is like,
I was just talking.
yeah, his whole thing is like Massachusetts and the area, New England, whatever, doesn't have a talent problem. We have an infrastructure problem.
Yeah.
You know? And I think that's a pretty fair way to look at it. You know, and you know, obviously you guys are doing your part. We try to do our thing here with this show and with High Street in general, you know, and give people a place to work and everything like that and make good music. You know, but yeah, there needs to be more, somehow there needs to be more of a real scene that has like fans. Like every show I go to, just about, I feel like it's just the people that are performing and like the 5 friends that they dragged.
How many times have you gone to a show where an artist performed and he left and everybody else left?
Everybody left. Yeah.
I want to solve that too. I feel like what needs to happen is that like we need to stop like just doing shows the regular way, where there's just like he has his set for 10 minutes and then he has his set for 10 minutes. Like I would like to see. I want to make a show where like everybody just goes at once and like all the performers are on stage. And they just pop out, and there's a DJ playing everybody's songs. And
Like
just
one
pop
by
out.
one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know?
So instead of
To
you going
keep
for
it
10
engaged.
minutes, you go,
They're
your
all
song
up there.
next,
It's
your
a
song
big
next,
fucking
your song
performance.
next,
And
your
people have
song
songs
next,
together, and like, you know, like we're gonna do it out of here for sure. Because everybody that comes through here, like they know each other, they got songs together and stuff like that. So we're gonna do it. We're gonna do a show like that. See if it works. It's gonna be hard to coordinate. People will probably be annoyed too because they want to go home.
I was gonna say the ADHD will kick in. Like, wait a minute, what's going on? I don't want to hear him. I want to hear him.
Maybe, but not if it's like entertaining and it keeps your attention and it's not 5 hours long.
Yeah,
like that's the other thing with
fast.
most of these shows. There's like 15 people because they got to cover the cost of the place.
Attention span is gone. If you're making a song longer than 3 minutes and 30 seconds, you lost
Nobody
it.
wants to hear it.
That's the other thing.
Attention span is gone,
Yeah,
man.
I
It
think
sucks,
most
but it's
performers, I would say, when you're out there doing your sets, like have a show mix where you're doing like the first verse, the second verse of that song, bounce between like mad songs. When I hear the second, third verse, in a lot of these shows, I'm like, come on, man.
You're not supposed to give in.
That shit. Because I got the worst ADD, you know? So like, I feel like I'm the gauge, you know? I'm like, oh no, now it's time to cut to the next one, man.
Yeah, it's changed, man. It's changed. You get frustrated yet?
With what?
Entertainment and music in general, like in mass. You ever get frustrated? Like, you know what, man? Some days I just want to.
Yes.
I never want to stop because I love making music, right? like,
But yes or no? Do you ever get
yeah,
frustrated?
I get frustrated as fuck, dude. I get frustrated. I'm like, this song is fucking awesome. You know, like, how is it not really getting picked up? You know, everybody I play it for is like, that's dope. You know, people that I don't know say that's dope. But like, how do you really get shit to take off? And I think I know the answer. I think it's really just running ads and doing a super effective job of marketing.
Yeah.
You know, until you finally can get something to really take off. And you know, sometimes people get lucky with viral shit.
And reusing it in Reels. I didn't realize how big Reels are nowadays.
Yeah, Reels are everything because the algorithm pushes those because that's like the type of content.
Put social media all together. We're all at that age. Social media all together is the game changer.
Yeah.
I think social media, especially TikTok, is amazing, especially for elderly people that lived in the 60s because they get to live their best lives on TikTok, and I see this shit, and I be like, yo.
How old are you?
I'm 26.
Oh, yeah.
See, you're young. How old were you when Facebook came out?
I was around 25 or something.
How old were you when Facebook came out?
How old are you?
I was still alive when
42.
Facebook came out.
Yeah, but see, you was at a young
About to
age.
say,
You was growing up into Facebook. To be 25 and all of a sudden,
I'm 26.
no more Napster. Now it's
Yeah.
Facebook.
It's
like
Facebook.
fam,
I wasn't even. I was on MySpace.
So that wasn't the biggest
MySpace.
thing.
Yeah,
for us was
MySpace. Like, it's like for us, it's
like I'm gonna have my top 10
Facebook.
friends.
It gets
I'm gonna have the
frustrating, man.
music in the
Really?
background.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
was-
but
it
I'm
was-
just so happy because of these elderly people that know how to utilize this internet, right? that know how to utilize internet.
Where's those people?
No, you're not.
I just gave you the example.
You're
We
not
are
born in
those
the
people.
60s. Are you born in the 60s?
Listen.
But to us though, like that was
It's different. So you guys was that excited when Facebook came out.
to us
Well,
that was
they-
15,
listen.
20 years ago.
Yeah, but these people lived in slavery. They got whipped. They got beat. Some of them were slave owners. Imagine that. They have access to TikTok. Imagine if TikTok was used in the 60s.
I get that, but I just need the world to realize that us that are over the age of 40 and you're just like, you know, those are old heads, they don't know. You know, we just caught Facebook at a time where we was grinding a different way.
whole different
And that's
way.
all I'm trying to say. Yeah, we was
We was
grinding a
at the
different
mall.
way.
The dudes was at the mall handing out CDs.
We're like, we're
standing out
from
the back
handing
of the
out
trunk.
flyers
Yeah.
and
Yes.
stuff like that.
I understand.
So social media,
It was
for us-
harder for you guys. I understand that we ain't selling CDs no more. I'm sorry, okay? But this TikTok now, I seen a 70-year-old lady and she's dancing.
And
She's
she's
having
like-
exactly, and she's having the time of her life. And I'm just like, there you go, because
And she
it's
probably had millions of views just dancing, right?
exactly.
It doesn't want to be a dancer, but yet there's some struggling rapper who could do 10 times as better as entertainment that we're not paying no attention
Right.
to.
Okay, but
Thank you,
that's life.
TikTok.
That's life. That's just life. Thank you, thank you, TikTok, because before that 70-year-old lady dies, she can say she had the experience of being on TikTok. Not a lot of people can say that.
That's true. But
You know what I'm saying?
how do we get it to the point where people your age can start getting exposure on TikTok?
We gotta do what the old lady does, duh. The fuck, we're scared to do what the old people do.
I don't
We're
understand
scared.
how
I
you're-
know I am.
How are
I
you-
am.
Making a point that old people are thriving on TikTok.
They're
That is the
lit.
opposite of reality.
Fucking lit.
It's young people thriving
No.
on TikTok.
Do you wanna? Are you?
Well, TikTok nowadays, you need to fall down. Now you got to fall down in the store to get that.
Right.
Yeah, you gotta do extra shit, and I understand that point. It's the kids are thriving and they're doing their thing, but I'm just giving it up for the elderly people. You know what I'm saying? The elderly people, like, this shit is crazy. I look at this shit and I be like, wow,
I
my
would
grandmother's dead. She could have been on TikTok.
So mad if I see
See?
my grandmother on TikTok.
Yeah, I'd be upset.
Like,
Really, Mo?
well, your mother's doing a show, so she might be on TikTok.
She's not dancing on TikTok,
I
though.
bet she will.
She better
Those
not.
dances be cute. I just learned one too. I gotta teach her.
But that's the thing. How do we connect your generation, like right there, what you just said, all that right there? How do we connect that to the people that are 35 plus that are still good at what they do that also want to be
Not
noticed?
being scary. Like I said,
So what does that mean? That I can't be a great rapper
So-
and I have to go on TikTok and dance instead
You
of showing my
have
true
to.
talent?
You don't gotta dance.
You don't have to dance, but you could. I'm so sorry. Go ahead. Go ahead. You could put your song on. You're still promoting your music, and you just do the trending dances to your music. That still incorporates. You feel what I'm saying? I be scared because I be too worried. Does my ass look too fat? Like, do I look too skinny? You know what I'm saying? Because I do have weight issues. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna lie.
You're lying.
No, I do. I
What
want to
weight
be.
issues?
I want to be.
She's
thicker.
lying. Don't do that. Skip that.
All right.
But anyways.
But yeah, let's not pay attention to that. But yeah, so
Here I am talking about my gut, and she's talking
those
about
doubts. Guys love that shit. They love to be like this.
So let me ask you a question.
They love that shit, right, Dallas?
Can I ask you a question? At your age, because I love talking to young people, for TikTok, is it better for me to put my music behind a comedic video or put my video of me inside of a store showing the gun? The first one. So people aren't really looking for my actual video. They just want to hear my music behind great visual content.
Visual content, period. Because that visual content is gonna.
You can't tell her no.
You're gonna remember. They're gonna remember.
It doesn't matter. It's engaging content.
They're gonna remember that video. Listen, if hold on, let me finish. I'm sorry.
But she's telling me that I got a better chance of having my song in the background of an entertainment video on TikTok that doesn't have nothing to do with my song. But you know what? They're gonna make a dance to it.
Yeah.
I don't even think you need your song necessarily.
Okay, but as an artist, I need to get my song out there.
I know.
And she just gave me the key.
I know, but what I'm saying is that you have to just make videos that people like, whether your song is in them or not. And then people are going to be like, I like this guy. Oh, he makes music too. I'm going to go check it out. Right? Artists have to be influencers now.
Yeah, but you're an artist. You're not going to go make a video of you falling off a cliff just because you're an artist.
Maybe
That's
not a video
what
of falling
you
off
do.
a cliff, but who are you?
But
like,
she's giving me, but she told me,
Yeah, so
we
if
want
I'm
the video
cooking-
of you falling off the cliff.
Yeah, so if I'm
They want the
cooking,
video
I'm
of you
making a
falling off the
meal.
cliff.
Yeah.
Nobody really cares. Nobody knows that if I could cook or not, or a specific dish I can make.
Yeah.
But if she falls down on the way to the stove, million views.
Right.
As long as my song's
If he
behind
puts
that,
if he puts his music in
And
the
I don't think
background.
we need
now we on made a Jersey remix
Because
to
you
it.
know the tag is always there too. That's a perfect point. Because when you put the music in the back of anything, the music tag is always there. So it gives everybody the option to click, oh, what sound is that? You feel what I'm saying? So that sound would take you to that artist. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And take you to more of their stuff.
So wait,
It's,
so
all that matters
know
is
it
does,
is.
but if the sound doesn't
mad
make the
now.
video better, right, then
You
don't
just gotta
necessarily
keep
need it.
doing more, active stuff. Like you mentioned, you just gotta be more active as a person, like showing more of your personal life. That's something I'm very, very private about too. Or showing like specific skills that you have, you know what I'm saying? And being consistent with it. You feel what I'm saying?
But us at our age, why the hell you want to see a video of us picking up our kids from school?
Well, it's not that.
It's
It's not that.
beautiful.
It's not that.
It's
But
beautiful.
it might be like, so if you're trying to promote your show, right? It might be a video of you
Can we take another
setting
shot,
up the show
y'all?
or something like that.
Shot.
One of the biggest things that I recognize,
No.
as one of the biggest common problems I see in a lot of artists, is that they use their story like they should be using Reels and TikToks.
I do. I learned that.
I see all these artists like burying good content in their story, that only a very small amount of that's the most, like, your biggest followers view your story. That's like the smallest circle, right? Because everything is like rungs. Like there's people that don't know about you, people that have heard about you, people that are familiar about you, people that like you, people that listen to your
As long
shit,
as their thumb is right
people
there,
that
still
follow
clicking
you.
and clicking, they're gonna come across you.
The inside most smallest one is the people that view your story, right? All these artists put all this great content in their stories where they're talking shit, being funny, doing all this stuff. I'm always telling them, like, make a TikTok with that.
Yeah.
If you're gonna write something, like you see everybody like write stuff in their stories.
Yeah.
Write that on a video, sit there making a face about it, play some song or whatever, and have the text on the screen, because then people have to sit there. Like, that's a trick that you see all the time on TikTok. Is people then you have to sit there and read the text, and then you let the video replay so you can read it if it's too short, and then you get the replays. It triggers the algorithm, all that shit. So all these artists burying stuff in your story, just make a TikTok instead.
Yeah, but for us, our age, we downplay TikTok so much. It's kind of hard to.
So
That's,
to come
I mean,
from
that's
that,
just fighting the future.
On the show, yo, you got a TikTok? Ha 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 ha! You got a TikTok? So we've done it. We
fighting the future.
downplayed it
That's
as our
fine.
age.
That's
As our
fine.
age, we downplayed it.
So
it
I
happens all the time
It does.
before you,
It does.
until you're like,
Damn,
oh
I need
shit,
this.
this Mary Lou's
I
actually
need
good,
this,
and I
yeah.
talk shit about it.
I need
I was sitting with my little cousin Nadia the other day. She's 31, 32, and she's into TikTok real bad.
Yeah.
Real bad. real bad. Anyways, so she's into TikTok, and she was just saying how she just got introduced as an influencer on Facebook because she has 1 million views, 1 million likes, or whatever the case may be.
wow.
Nice.
But so she was telling me that a big thing is thumbnails, especially on IG. So like we'll post a picture of us, and then people will see a picture and they're like, oh, they think they're looking at the picture, but when they go click on the picture, it's actually a video of the show. So that's what brings a lot of views to the show or whatever the case may be, or to their page. Gotcha. So that's something I learned. And I was like, what?
You know, social media is up, down,
then
left,
she
right,
was like,
left,
river.
right,
What
There's
is
a
the
code
other
for
one?
everything.
Yeah,
Social
exactly.
media
Like,
is up, down, left, right, BA.
and
Here's
then
the code.
Fiverr, she was telling me some other things. Fiverr. So I'm like, what the hell? But yeah, because I'm like, how can I get my views up? How can I get my likes up? How can I get my followers up? And she's like, well, this is what you got to do.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what? And it was all foreign language to me. It was like she was talking Chinese to me. It was like, and I'm like, okay, sure. But yeah.
Yeah.
It's changed.
So we just had this conversation on the way here. Like, how can we? Okay, so like we were saying, C4's video, within a few hours, he's at 15K. How can we get that for our YouTube? How can we get that for other videos?
YouTube's a different pool. So YouTube is millions of people just putting up video. YouTube is a whole different pool.
Do you guys do any paid advertising?
No, we're gonna start doing that though.
Yeah, because I mean that's a whole world.
Yeah.
You know, and that's really what you need is like so like what we've been talking about is organic, right? You try to make good content. You try to trigger the algorithm, get people checking it out, liking it, you know, following you, whatever. And then there's paid, which is you're basically paying to put your content in front of people.
You could pay to put it on anytime you want.
Yeah, so
But
like
you're
if you have
paying
YouTube
for more
videos,
viewers, so
for
it's
more
not
viewers,
like robot. It's real people.
Yeah, that's what we want. We don't want robots.
Oh, you could do that whenever you want.
YouTube's probably different when it comes down to people. But I don't know about YouTube and shit, but I know when you do IG promos and stuff, it's actual people.
YouTube is also so like
Okay.
So basically, like with YouTube, if you want to like run up a video, right, you can pretty much just pay money, and then you know when you're watching YouTube and it shows you something else before the video, and you can skip it after 5 seconds. Those are paid placements, right? So you just got to pay a little bit of money, and then it shows people your video, and some people, a lot of people are going to skip it, but you still rack up those views, you know. So it's kind of like, you know, the quality of the views is not necessarily great.
You don't want to pay for that.
You don't? Oh.
I mean, you do it to do it the official way.
I just noticed that since we have.
What do you mean?
Since we got like the amount of followers that we have, I just noticed that we have like different like other cultures commenting, and I'm like, what language is that?
Once you get, it used to be once you get 1,000. I shouldn't be saying this. Once you get 1,000
You
followers.
should. It's education.
Once you get 1,000, no, before COVID, once you got 1,000 followers,
Yeah.
you had the option to monetize your own videos, which means every time you upload a video, hit the monetization button.
That's different.
They changed it to 2,000 now, but yeah,
that's the inverse. That's when they'll show ads during your video,
yes.
and then you can get you can make money off your channel. I'm talking about you pay to put your video in front of people that don't follow you.
That don't know you.
That are going to watch something else.
Yeah.
And all of a sudden they're watching the franchise report video for 5 seconds before the shit they clicked on.
Okay.
Right.
So you could pay for that.
You pay for that.
Okay.
That's the Google Ads platform, which is YouTube, right? And then there's the Facebook.
Shouts to AdSense.
Yeah. Then there's the Facebook ads platform, or now it's Meta, right? Which is how you run Instagram and Facebook ads.
Okay.
And so those placements are like in your news feed, which you see all the time, right? Reels ads, stories ads. You probably see them all the time. You can also pay to have your shit show up there, right? And then you have different goals there where like with YouTube, it's purely video views, right? On the Facebook and IG side of things, you can just try to have video views, or you can have a link on the ad where it's like click to watch this. So for musicians, right, the common thing is to, you know, pay to run your music video. They can click and go over to your Spotify, or they can go to your profile and hopefully follow you. And shit.
Do you want to drink?
Me? Oh no.
F it. We got all the answers. How do we get these 2 podcasts popping? We got all the answers. How do we get these 2 podcasts popping?
So I mean, it's paid. It's community.
I have a suggestion.
Go ahead.
Okay. I think because we have some of the best people in, like, if you from Boston come on to here and they record here, and you guys have people all over the world and stuff. I think we should work together.
I mean, I feel like we have been.
That's
But
no problem.
No,
let's
I mean-
make it more and more official too, though. Yeah.
Yeah. You know what I mean? Like, maybe doing events together,
That'd be
doing more outside of the studio type things with the artists, for more recognition.
Or we can both do 1-minute commercials. I play your commercial before our videos. You play our commercial before yours.
I'm definitely down with that.
Listen. Y'all are not speaking my language right now, but yes, whatever y'all say, I'm down for it.
And you play as a DJ in clubs, obviously, right?
Yeah.
So that's another avenue for people, is to be feeding their music to you guys.
At my club on a Friday and Saturday, if you're a local artist and you come to my club, I play your song right away.
Yeah.
Or
That's my catch.
That's dope.
once a month, Thursdays.
And
Hold on.
once the third
Say
Thursday
that
of every
again.
month.
Say that again, people.
Because
Artists.
it just went by us.
Because most,
it's
and you're not
it's-
me not pay me $50, you're not pay me $100.
Let's take this shot though. Let's toast to this, because I hope y'all home taking notes,
Take a note.
taking all your notes, because I am. Okay.
Okay, say it again.
Cheers.
Fridays and Saturdays, J.O. Dana.
It's not just for any club that I'm at.
Okay.
The last 4 years, the buzz that kept me alive is recording local artists and sharing their videos. It's kept me alive. Putting a local artist on my story and them reposting it has gotten me to followers. So supporting local artists has actually kept me buzzing. So any club that I'm at, whenever a local artist walks through, I will play a song.
So I love that.
So,
I will play a song.
and then what do they like? Do they like, if you don't know them already, they got to come up and be like, "Hey, I'm so and so." Like,
Chances are they've already been on my show, so if they have nothing on them, I got your freestyle. I can just blend it in with the same BPM as whatever I'm playing right now.
that's fucking
Wow.
dope, man.
But a lot of them, you got an iPhone, just airdrop it. And if you go to my club, I'll definitely play your song right on the spot. Especially if you're driving from Mass.
Nice.
Especially if you're driving.
So
it's
which
a
clubs are
catch.
that?
It's a catch. It works. People come out, support. They bring their boys out. Yo, I'm buzzing in the club. No, you're not. Show up at the club. I got you. Boom.
Dude, honestly, that's awesome.
And then on Thursdays, I don't want to give them.
And then the third Thursday of every month we do
Shoot.
the franchise report, the way we do it at the radio station. You just perform your songs live. So I give you a 5-minute set, 10-minute set.
Where?
Perform live. Troop PVD in Providence.
Say it true.
Troop PVD in
PVD.
Providence. The
Thursday
third
nights.
Thursday of every month. Yep.
Show up and you say, "Hey, I want to perform."
I want to perform. Hit me up way in advance.
yeah.
Hit me up in
Okay.
advance.
Okay, okay,
But
okay.
yeah,
So don't just show up.
I'll give you 8 to 10 minutes, and you get to perform live.
No shit.
Yeah.
Dope.
yeah,
I'm
yeah.
I call it a workout because a lot of artists that can come and rap bars can't perform.
Sure.
Can't perform, so I call this the workout. So I let them come third Thursday every month and just go ahead, perform. Get tired. All you didn't know is that 8 minutes is a long time for a lot of
That's a
people.
long
They just
ass
don't realize
time.
it. Just
I
don't
be telling
realize it.
people that a 3 to 7 minute set is good, because that's like what 2 to 3 songs. And you, like he said, you shouldn't be performing all your songs unless they're like really like short.
Like the full
If you
song?
have like 3 verses, I don't think you should be
That's
doing
a
that
long song.
Yeah,
It's a
exactly.
long
Even
song.
on a record, that's all.
Yeah, exactly.
Time to change.
I feel like solo songs right now should kind of a lot of the time be like hook verse hook out.
Yeah, the attention span of the people nowadays.
We said no? Linus, no?
People like you are the reason why my favorite songs right now is just
I'm in
a
along.
verse and a hook. Yeah, I'm just like, wait.
Think about it.
wait,
We-
wait, wait.
Think
I
about
bet
it.
you play it again though, right? I bet you play it again.
Remember a
Yeah,
Tribe
I
Called
do
Quest?
have to play it again.
And guess
I
what?
have
They
no
get
choice.
they get double
That's
streams for
double
that.
streams.
They get double
That's double
streams.
I have to play it multiple
Remember a
times.
Tribe Called
Game
Quest
that shit.
scenario? Great song.
Yeah.
5 minutes long.
No, can't do that.
Yeah, you can.
Can't do
Busta Rhymes didn't come on until 5 minutes. As I rewind from the heel.
Yeah.
That would
5
be the
minutes
first
long.
verse now. That would've been it.
Think about
only
it. That was
verse.
5
Yeah.
minutes long.
Do y'all have kids?
Yeah, I have one.
I got one.
Okay.
Mine is 21.
Oh, nice.
Mine is 8.
You look 21, like.
And his is 8.
8.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm
Nice.
jealous of him because he actually gets to enjoy the time with his kid and do things. Like, my son is grown. He's like, yeah, whatever.
Yo, fam, I wish I was done. I wish my kid was 18.
Don't.
No, you don't. No, you don't.
I'm like in that
Enjoy
middle
it.
where it's getting close. He's 15, so it's like
Enjoy
a few
it,
years.
yeah.
He's gonna have an
Stress
empty
your father out.
bedroom's gonna be
You stress your father out.
He's a good kid.
Honestly, he doesn't.
plays sports?
He doesn't stress me out one bit.
He's a good kid.
He's the best. He's
You got a
straight
girlfriend?
A's.
Why you looking at
He looked at you first. No, I didn't.
Yes,
He
you
looked at
did.
you
What's her
first.
name?
It's like you
What's
better
her
not.
He
name?
knows I don't give a shit about that.
What's her name?
Let's change the subject. My bad. I won't get you in trouble. I won't get you in trouble. But he definitely looked at you first.
He did.
Yeah. So when I say I'm jealous of you, so my son played basketball. He played basketball and football, but mainly basketball. And now it's like that was where all my time went. So when I see your your Instagram
My kid does
of him
karate.
Oh, nice.
I'm like,
I miss those days.
And I'm too old to have another kid. He's too old for me to have another kid right now. So it's like,
Yeah.
Your
Yeah.
husband?
no, husband,
Him?
No, the son, 21.
my son. He's like,
I just met her.
oh my
I'm
god.
like, yo, I started like, yo, ask her everything. I don't know anything about it. I started with that.
But you know what?
She just said him. I'm like, who's
Oh no, my
him?
son. But a lot of people think that we have a relationship. They're like, I know that's your boyfriend, and I'm like,
No, I just
no, it's not.
We get that a lot too.
No, it's not.
And I only see you on Tuesday
On
unless
Tuesday,
you come to the
exactly.
club.
Unless I come to the club to visit him, it's on a Tuesday.
Yeah, she just asked me.
I literally asked the same thing about you guys.
She was like, y'all are a unique. What was the word you used?
I told her that like people would grow to like them together. Like they could like literally have a YouTube relationship.
Yeah,
or
yeah.
And then she started telling me about fake YouTube relationships.
Some people
Just
want to break up, but they don't because they're getting too much.
It'll
money
ruin-
out.
Hey,
It'll
maybe
ruin
we
the
do.
dynamic.
You guys don't know. You guys
It'll
don't know.
ruin-
no, they
it'll
do
ruin the
know.
dynamic.
They do know. That's just what we said.
No. So are you single?
Yes, I am.
Okay. So how does it like when you're out? Do you get a lot of people to hit on you? Do you like how is it for you?
I mean, of course.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
The moment I step a foot outside of my door, the birds even start hitting on me. Like, what the fuck?
And because you do this, like, do you have like a potential? Do you have somebody that you talk to and they're like, oh, okay, well, you're in this industry, so you have mad niggas at you, so I'm all set.
Girl, I know you relate to that shit. For me,
Not just girls, guys too.
Guys,
Yeah.
yeah. So
DJs too.
but
had
I
this
feel like
conversation.
it's easier for a female to understand and to be supportive to a guy who is in this industry.
Nope.
No,
No.
I feel bad for
Nah.
franchise because especially if I'm at a
Nah.
club
Nah.
that he's at and I'll go sit on the stage with him and I'll see like 5 girls come up and then they'll roll their eyes at me and I'll be like, I'm
Can't
just
be
his
mean.
friend.
You can't be mean to people though.
I'm
You
just
can't be
his
mean to
friend.
Yeah, you can't.
Can't be
Nah,
mean to people.
you can't.
I'm just his friend.
And no girl's gonna believe you that every Friday and Saturday night you don't talk to none of those. No girl's gonna believe
Yeah,
you.
They're
they're
not.
not gonna
Nobody's
believe
gonna
that.
believe you.
They're
They're
just
not
like
gonna
me.
For
Like
me,
all those niggas that be at the show, nobody
No,
tries
them
to
niggas
hit
try to
at
holler
you.
at you?
No, it's
I
the
mean,
way I
if
carry
they
myself.
exactly, and if they do, that's their business.
Yeah,
because
but
I
they're
know
not getting
what
anywhere.
shoes I walk in. You feel me? For me, I just I'm a straightforward person. You feel me? You're either gonna like me or you're not.
Right,
You feel me?
right.
So it's like I tell niggas like, yes, I'm surrounded by niggas, and I have more nigga friends than females. I could count 2 female friends. You know what I'm saying? So yeah. So they're either gonna get with it or get lost from it. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of times they get too nervous about it. You know what I mean? So, and because I don't only host a podcast. I'm a music artist myself. You know, so it's like a little harder to actually be in a stable relationship. You know. You're distracting me, dog.
That dog's a
Sniper.
whore.
Shout out to Sniper.
Whoever's gonna pet me, I'll
Sniper's
go.
like,
Sniper's everybody's best friend.
Right, like, come on.
Whoever pets me, I'll go.
You was loving me.
But yeah.
It's definitely hard
So
to...
we definitely had this conversation before because I know franchise definitely have mad females at him,
No, I
and
don't.
then they be like, "Yes,
Are you single? Are you
especially
single?
yes, especially when he did the So shout out to Hot and Alright, that's our camera guy. Especially when he did the Pray for the Bear.
The movie.
So he did a scene in the movie Pray for the Bear, and he was
Congrats.
the police chief.
Hey.
Cool.
And and they had a premiere back. What was it? January, right? So I went to the club that night, and all the texts that Franchise was getting,
Anyways,
Franchise was in his
This
phone
has
like,
nothing to do with this interview.
Well,
Yes, it does.
we're all single, so like I think we understand like what comes with this, lifestyle, that we choose to live. So I think I sacrifice my my love life, to continue to stay focused because I'm independent, but I do wish to have a man to match my,
No, I do.
He ain't gonna believe you.
Definitely do.
Huh?
He ain't gonna believe you.
He ain't. I know he ain't. Plus,
Let's be honest with you. He ain't gonna believe you.
a lot of the times niggas don't really have as much nowadays, so they feel more intimidated with a female that has a lot more going on than they
I'm
do.
not going down
You
this
know what I'm
conversation,
saying?
but I will say,
It's
as
true.
I said, they ain't gonna believe you.
Yeah.
No, that's a lot. I mean, that's a lot for a guy to handle, like, because like you said, you're around guys all the time.
So is that a deterrence? Is that like a turn off?
It's not a turn off, but it's just like, damn,
Hard to
do I
believe.
really want to deal with that? Like, because like, if you're dating an attractive woman, like it's that
Like
that's
myself, that's what you was gonna say, right?
I wasn't really talking about you, but if whenever you're dating an attractive girl, you know that guys are after her all the time. Right. And then if that woman is also around guys all the time, alone with the guys all the time,
Media person.
you're just like, damn, like that's just a lot to deal with. You know?
What are you supposed to do? Date ugly chicks? Like,
Well, that's the problem. Yeah, you don't want
Be
to
a
date another
regular
chick.
bitch.
so there's nobody, like, there hasn't been one female who's attractive who you have a connection with that you believe, like,
Me?
okay, it's me and her, and like, yeah,
Despite
guys are gonna be
of
after
her
girls
job.
are gonna be
No,
after
of
me,
course,
but it's
of course. Like you deal with it, but like that's the thing. That's the thing with dating a pretty girl is you got to deal with that. Is that you know there's gonna be guys after her all the time.
Well, I'd rather be rich and ugly than pretty and poor. So,
Rich and ugly.
but unfortunately, I'm pretty and poor. So,
There's only one couple I know that made it work, and that's Swiss Beats and Alicia Keys. One was a producer, one
I
was
didn't know
an
there were a
artist.
couple.
Swiss Beats and Alicia
they have
Keys.
a whole
know that.
family.
They have a whole
yeah,
family.
They're married.
I don't pay much.
For like 10 years
Thank you for coming
now.
on tonight. Thank you for coming on this
Like
Wednesday
10
night.
years.
We're gonna shut it down right here. You are lying, family.
I swear to God.
Alicia Keys
What?
You're
and Swiss
lying.
Beats.
I really don't pay
He
attention.
just bought her this like
Bro.
magnificent chain. Like
I
you
thought
didn't
I
know
lived under a
that
rock.
he cheated on her.
No way.
Why do we gotta go there?
Oh
And
my
she's
God.
a lesbian.
Okay,
Oh.
wait a minute. I'm just talking about.
Alicia
That just
Keys
came-
is a lesbian.
What?
She goes both ways.
That's why she likes Swiss Beats?
No.
No, oh god.
she's a lesbian.
So he left Mashonda for Alicia
For
Keys.
Alicia Keys.
Yeah.
And they've been together since, and they have like
Since like 15 years.
yeah,
They've been
it's been a
forever.
while. It's been a while.
But
Yeah, I
they're
had
like
no idea.
sister wives. Mashonda and her.
They are?
Yeah,
cool,
I guess.
yeah.
They
Yeah,
get
they're
along.
cool. Yeah,
They do get along. Kids
They
like
But
that
definitely
he
get
cheated
along.
on Mashonda with...
No, he left Mashonda.
He left Mashonda for Alicia
Alicia
Keys.
Keys.
And Mashonda was a artist herself. She was
Yes.
she was trying to.
But she's no Alicia Keys.
No.
Well,
wasn't.
she's
No, there's
probably
not a
a
lot of
better.
Alicia
No,
To
no,
be
no,
honest,
no.
once
No,
Swiss
no, no.
broke up with her, no, she wasn't. Her biggest hit
She
was with
was
Swiss
big,
Beats.
yeah.
Yeah, it was.
She's better than Alicia
But
Keys?
she's Alicia Keys
No.
don't know how to
No.
sing. Y'all
Hold
are
the
crazy.
fuck on.
No, she wasn't. She's not better than Alicia Keys.
Vocals
But
wise,
she had songs
let's
with
be
like Jada
serious.
Kiss. She had songs with Rough Riders.
Keys don't got no vocals, y'all.
What?
I'm mad.
Cassidy up in the club.
Yeah, bro. That's like
What,
Ashanti and J Lo.
Anyways, my point was,
It's unbelievable.
it's
She could
hard.
actually
It's
play
She's
piano.
that's talent. That doesn't mean you have vocals because you could play a piano and,
She's a
and
great
put-
singer.
She can sing, yes, but she's not a vocalist. She's not nobody's Beyonce
She's
or
not a vocalist.
she's not. She could do little
I'll give her
tunes.
that. I'll give her that. I'll give her that.
Real
crazy stuff.
real
That's crazy
singers.
She's no Kelly Price. She's
She's
no
not
Little
no
Mo.
vocalist.
Yeah, she's not a vocalist.
Shit. Like
But
what?
she can sing. She's a great entertainer.
Yeah.
And she can
She's
sing.
an entertainer.
She's a
She's an artist.
A real musician.
She's exactly.
Yeah, she can
real
play the
musician.
piano.
That-
Yeah, all
She can
that
play the
stuff.
piano and all that.
She is.
But if we needed somebody to sing for the church choir
We
on
wouldn't
Sunday
call
morning,
her.
she's not the lead singer.
We would not call
She's
her.
not, she's not the lead
She's
singer.
not, she's not singing for
No, she's not singing for
No.
John
I
P.
like
Key.
her voice.
No.
Alicia Keys ain't singing for John P. Key.
I feel
That's
like
what she's
Alicia
trying to
Keys
say.
is one of
Yeah.
the great talents of that
She
whole
is.
generation.
Wow.
She is.
Talent. That's different from vocalism.
I mean, I don't know. I'm
So
into,
you'll compare her to Aretha Franklin?
No.
You would put her in the same because Beyonce could go in that category.
Well, I guess I would.
Jennifer Hudson.
I would say it would be a different category because, and I personally hold someone who can really play and write music in a higher regard
Pushing it now,
than
girl.
someone
Like what?
who has a really good voice and gets told what to do. I put a higher regard on someone who can sit down and really play.
To her point,
go crazy.
To her point, Beyonce's a great entertainer. I don't think Beyonce's the greatest vocalist.
I'm not a big
She's
Beyonce
not the
fan.
greatest.
I don't
I'm
think
not
Beyonce's
a fan,
the
but one
greatest
thing we
vocalist.
must give her is her vocals, because we could play. Can we do that? Can we play
They're going
one?
hypocrite.
Can we
Her
play?
vocals aren't the great. She's not the greatest vocalist, but
She's
can.
not the greatest, but she's
We can't play
really.
much copyrighted music.
I think
She's
I
really
think
dope. Okay, yeah.
I think
We could just say we don't own it.
Kelly Rowland
Doesn't
is
I wouldn't even chance it. They'll
overlooked.
shut it down.
No, good strike, yeah.
All right.
I
We
think
played 5
Kelly
seconds.
Rowland is definitely overlooked from Beyonce. Like
Say
I
that
think
again?
Kelly Rowland is a
Rowland.
better. Yes, I think she's better than Beyonce. But that's just me. Maybe I don't know.
Better how? Better singer or what?
Better singer.
Vocalist, like a
vocalist.
vocalist.
I think just
Singing
Beyonce
and
just.
vocals are
I
two
think
different
Beyonce
things
had
to
the.
Let me help you out.
The backup.
When they say vocalist, they're talking about that person that grew up in the church.
That-
That's what they're looking for.
Yeah.
That's what they mean by vocal.
I mean, if you got
as
up
opposed
and down
to
the scale,
they're
yeah.
talking about the person that grew up in the church.
Sure.
Just
She
layman's
had
terms.
that.
Am I right?
Yeah.
Layman's
yeah,
terms.
yeah.
That's what they're talking
In
about.
had that.
pop music, right? You've got most of them don't write their own music. Like they're handed a song that
Yes.
somebody else wrote, and it's do this, and they can kill it the best.
Right.
So that
right,
means
right,
you
right.
think Britney Spears can sing?
No.
No, but Christina Aguilera. Christina
sing.
She
Aguilera
can really sing.
can effing
can
sing.
sing.
Yes.
Christina Aguilera can sing.
Me personally, I hold a higher. I hold in a higher regard somebody who alone can take the stage and own the crowd without anybody else helping her. Alicia Keys can do that.
Some of your greatest can't.
Right.
Some of your greatest
But,
can't.
you know, somebody like Beyonce. I mean, I actually don't know Beyonce's songwriting skills.
To her point, Alicia Keys is gonna stun
know
you
what
because
you're
Alicia
saying.
Keys is
Miss
playing the
Shonda,
piano.
whoever the
Yeah.
fuck that is, clearly can't do it.
Listen,
You know?
you're right, because Alicia Keys doesn't do much without the piano. When
There
you
you
have
go.
the,
You're
she
so
only-
amazed by the
It's the
piano.
piano.
You don't
Because
notice she
do
has that
nothing
deep-ass
without
voice.
the piano. She can't sing. She won't
That's
hold
true.
her crowd,
That's true.
which
But
is
like,
her.
do you understand how hard that is? Like
That's-
that is an amazing feat.
The shit.
That's an
It's a
amazing feat.
one-woman show.
Beyonce don't need her
Beyonce?
dancers. She don't need her dancers. She don't need no backup singer.
Can she play
She
the
don't
piano?
need. She could perform her ass fucking off.
Can she play the piano? Is she writing music?
No, but she could do backflips and heels. That's talent.
I want
To her
somebody
point,
who's
to her
writing
point,
music, who's playing
To
music.
her
I
point,
want
this is
musicians.
why certain people get selected to sing the national anthem and some don't. Some of your greatest will never
Yeah.
be invited to
Alicia
sing,
Keys will
but there
never
always
be
be
able
that. There
to-
always
I mean,
be
she's
that Jack
definitely got
Quees.
the
Question is,
There
do
always
you
be
think-
that Jack Quees. Come
sure
sing
she
the
does.
national anthem. He can kill it.
Do you
There
think
always be
Mary
those
J.
type of
Blige is
singers.
better than Beyonce, or do you think
Mary
Beyonce?
J can't sing either.
I don't know about
That's
that.
my mama.
Oh, damn.
I love my mama. You feel what I'm saying? She's not a vocalist either. Okay? Mary J,
Lovers always need a
honestly,
I mean, she is. Like, what do you mean not a vocalist? Like, she's not all over the like up and down.
she has
mad
one
octaves?
she has one settled tone. That's it. She don't go no higher, no lower.
She's no
she
Kelly
has
Price.
one settled tone. To me, that's
She's no
just a
Faith
person
Evans.
that that had good management, that had good people behind them to push her. Because honestly, and she made good music. Like, even though she don't have the vocal, she made good music. Music is different from.
She has a great tone to her voice too, because there's like there's.
What you
kind
gotta
of-
say? I want to hear your opinion.
I like Mary.
I love
I
her.
love Mary. I love Mary. I think even with her 1-2 kick step,
That's different.
I think she's still like that's auntie. That's
But then you
Auntie
could
Mary.
ask
That's
yourself,
my mama.
is Mary still Mary without Puff in the beginning?
That's what
Is
I'm
she still
saying. Her vocals, it's not good enough. She had good management. She
still
had
married
good
without-
team.
Are you talking
So
about
I'm
like Real
right.
Love?
She has a great
I'm
tone to
right.
her voice though.
You
Like
gotta think.
before
When
Real
you
Love.
think
I'm
when you
right.
think of her major hits, you know, Real Love. You was already into the beat before she started singing.
Exactly, bro.
I
That's
love
what
Mary,
I'm saying.
but to her point, I don't know why I keep going to agree with
Cause
you.
I'm right. Cause
Producers-
I'm right. Come on, don't say that.
Some
Cause
point I
I'm
gotta cut
right.
you off.
That's why.
I'm just saying to her point. Not that it's right, but to her point, that's what she's
He
getting
agrees.
at, though.
He agrees.
Producers make a lot of art.
Producers make. There you go.
Yeah.
You know,
There you
That's
go.
X period.
so
Jadakiss had the greatest line. Y'all need help from beats. You know, we help the beats. Y'all need help from beats.
Can I say something? now that we on this topic, do y'all know they actually make these celebrity kids? I was watching this thing and they actually have a lab where they grow these, like, Hannah Montana.
Wait.
Like, all these, they're made. All these Disney kids are made. Raven Simone, they were made in a lab.
Wait.
You watch Stranger Things?
What? They got numbers on their wrist?
Great
What
show.
number was Raven Simone?
Oh, remember when I told you humans means monster?
No means demons.
Humans means monster. I found that video. Do you want to see it?
Yes.
With my phone. I told him, like, they took the real definition out. Humans is actually monsters. This is why I refer
You said
to
demons and humans that episode. But we can
No, I was
start-
saying that. No, I was saying that's why it makes
People
sense.
your age look up to Raven Simone?
I don't. Not people my age.
I'm about to
No,
say.
I was
Anybody
just
look up to
saying.
Raven Simone?
No, I was
not
just
anymore.
saying they make them. Yeah, I did when I
What
was
do you
younger.
mean make them?
Yo, this shit was mind blowing to me too.
What do you
It's
mean?
bi- little.
Like the Powerpuff Girls.
What do you
made them.
like?
Yes. Yo, there you go. In the lab,
It's
this
the
little.
first time hearing it, but I don't put it past these
This-
motherfuckers,
Like explain like they like have like a in like growing in a tank.
And they're like,
You know, in movies, yes, you know how in movies, right? In movies, how you actually see this shit, this tanks, and you see little, like the egg, like
again,
the
Stranger Things.
the
Did you
eggs.
see the last
You know how when a
episode?
baby.
I didn't see the last episode.
You didn't see the
Stop.
last?
Stop.
Okay.
Stop.
Hold on, you know how the baby grows in the mother. So the baby's actually growing inside of this tube.
Okay, so that's new technology.
But every tube is connected to its own device. Okay? And
American
these
Horror Story. Did you see American Horror? The last
This-
season of American
yo.
Horror
No,
Story?
but you can spoil that for me. You can spoil
Okay.
that. I love that show. But you
Okay,
can spoil
American
that.
They're
Horror
not
Story.
believing
Explaining her
me,
whole
yo.
story to
First
him.
time.
Hold on.
This is their job. They
You're-
haven't seen
you're
it.
claiming
And
that-
then
that-
you call
that
them
peop-
conspiracy theorists.
You're claiming that people are growing babies in tanks.
Going there.
Yes.
We're going
That's
there.
that's a huge. That's
No,
a
but
huge.
Can I back her up? To back her up, supposedly
that
you
where
can
we're going?
the jeans, you
Alrighty.
can the eye color, you can
Yes, they did
But
it.
you
yes.
still grow. They
back
still
to
grow it
Raven
inside
It's
of a
still
mother.
going inside
But
you.
that's
You're
different.
saying in a tank.
In a tank. So listen,
That's
right?
a
He
lie.
said the
That's a
doctor
lie.
that's actually working in there, they're interviewing him, and he said one of our screw ups was Zac Efron. Zac Efron, he literally said that. He said one of our screw ups was Zac Efron. That's the dude.
I know who Zac Efron
Yeah,
is,
with the
unfortunately.
cute looking guy with the bang in High School Musical. Remember High School
That's
Musical?
not the one that passed away, right?
He died? No, he ain't died.
No, he's not dead.
Okay.
He was in the new
I'm
the
sorry.
Baywatch
Wait,
movie.
who just died? Somebody just died though. One of them that was in like one of those. Okay. There you go. I don't know.
I don't
That's why
even
you
know
need your
him.
son around. Keep you up to date.
But listen, this is what he said was gonna happen to Zac Efron. He said, "Oh, Zac Efron was the screw up. If you notice in his face in the movie, if you notice in his eyes, it's more like human like because the other kids, it's like they didn't rehearse for this shit. They just got thrown into the roles that they were thrown into, and they strive in it. But this one was different because he still had human like in his eyes area, whatever. So then the doctor said in about this amount of years, his face is gonna be something. So I Googled Zac Efron's face or something, and yo, it was fucking true. It said the reason why we don't hear of Zac Efron because something happened to his face.
What if we don't hear about Zac? Everybody knows who he is.
Nobody hears about him no more. That's what I'm
For
saying.
what? What does he do?
Because his
He's
face.
mad
No,
movies.
listen. His. Hey, fuck you, okay?
Wow, involved.
Dawson, come here. Don't leave me hanging. That'll be fake. Come here. Yeah, fuck you, okay? That's the nicest way
Wait,
you
was
can.
that an ad lib? Was that one of franchise's ad?
That was when Fame was trying to explain the nice way to say "fuck you."
Oh, okay. Because franchise has these like ad libs that he puts in. I'd be like, boy, if you don't stop that shit right now.
They're the best. They're the best. But
Hold on.
guys, how can you not believe such thing can happen? Because
Because it's never
time
happened
traveling
before.
was back in the fucking 40s. That was.
time travel.
Hold on.
I know.
If technology was. I love Dawson.
I love him.
Listen, if time traveling.
Chicken.
Sure is.
Bro, if time traveling was back in in the 40s and 20s, right? Why is it impossible that technology isn't flourished beyond what it is today? that tells you that this is possible. Making people in labs is possible because the world is advanced and they hold too many information from us. You feel what I'm saying? Donald Trump's grandfather had access to the time. Yo, you and your son is such the same.
Wait a minute.
I'm just over here like, what? Wait a
It's
minute.
nothing to care about, okay?
Where's this conversation going?
How about this? How about this? How were the pyramids built?
That's a good question.
Okay.
Is it though?
Think about it.
When were the pyramids built?
Right.
Like 6,000
Just like
years
the
ago or
Maya-
some
Okay,
shit.
let's say that was true.
Yeah.
We're saying that structures can be built that we today don't know how they were built. And 6,000 years later, we're
We
like,
still don't know.
how do you get this thing to work?
Thank you.
Or the Mayan temples.
How do you,
Thank you. See?
and we're evolving, not devolving.
All right, y'all are tripping me
Hold
out.
on,
Okay,
hold
I had
on.
enough.
What's the temple?
We're on solar, we're on time travel, we're on pyramids.
What's a temple made out
They're
of?
all
What's a
they're
temple made out of?
interrelated.
How are they related?
Clay,
What's a temple made out of anyway?
The temple?
Yes.
What's the temple?
clay rocks.
What's a temple made out of?
Oh, bricks. I don't know. Wood.
The side button.
Cement.
The side button.
Paint. Glass.
Hold on. Let's focus on one thing at a time.
All right.
So we have embryos in tanks, time travel,
They're all
And-
interrelated.
pyramids.
All interrelated.
I think franchise is like, this is not what I came here to talk
Let's
about.
start with.
Oh man,
We're talking, but we're here now.
So let's start with embryos in tanks.
Okay.
Why?
So that's, yeah. First of all, why? 'Cause
First of all,
there are mothers-
it's true. You can freeze eggs. I'll give you that. You
No,
can
no,
freeze
no.
eggs.
That's
You can freeze
different.
eggs.
We're talking about taking a fetus full term in a tank.
Let her have that. Let her have that.
I'm
I'll
not
give
gonna
her
let
that.
her have
I'll
that.
give her. I'll give her. Let her have that. Just let her have that. You
That's
can't freeze
crazy
embryos.
talk.
You
So,
can't freeze embryos.
how do
Let's
you
meet her
guys
halfway.
feel?
We'll meet her halfway.
How do you
can't
guys
freeze embryos.
feel?
You can't freeze embryos. I'll give
How
you
do
that.
you guys feel about gayism?
What?
You feel what I'm saying? Because listen,
Moving
there's
on.
this whole thing. I'm sorry.
Moving on.
He had two more to go through. We knocked out the babies
We
in
can
tanks.
move on.
What was the next one? What was the next
ADD.
one? What was the next one?
Time travel.
Time
And
travel.
Donald Trump's grandfather
Yes,
having
Donald,
access to it.
Donald Trump's grandfather had access to time traveling. Him being president was actually predicted, and him being president was actually supposed to be was supposed to happen to actually be knowledgeable. He was supposed, and he did do his job. I'm gonna get beat up after I leave this place.
You don't have to. You don't have to. I'll stop right here.
Everybody's gonna attack me for
Time
this.
travel is something that's hard to believe. But to the 3% out there, the guy that creates The Simpsons, dead on.
Yeah.
10 years in advance.
They predicted it.
10 years in advance. He's
Yeah.
Oh, he's psychic. Did you hear?
Fam.
Yeah.
10 years in advance. So, once again, I'm not going to 100% agree, but I'll give it to you.
Thank
the
you.
guy from The Simpsons has been dead on for the past 30 years. He knew Trump was going to be president 10 years before it happened.
That's true. He even predicted like the escalator scene.
Fam,
Everything's
fam.
Wait,
crazy.
what about the Kobe scene? He predicted that too.
Yeah.
It's crazy. All
So
this
you want to tell me time traveling is not real?
Yes.
I'll go
I'll
halfway
tell
to
you
you.
that.
It's not real.
I'll tell you that.
What's the third one? What was the third one?
It's not real.
Just show a source.
Show us what?
What about when you're sleeping?
A source? Yeah. Yeah, we need a source.
Yes,
Where's
I
the
need a
source?
So sleeping when you dream, that's definitely a real thing. So you want to
I
pay
know.
attention to
Your
your
dreams.
dreams.
When your physical
Yes,
body
They're
subconscious.
deja vus.
It's
Yes.
not a real thing.
somewhere
It is
else.
a real thing.
That is literally time travel.
Dream is not a real
It's just
thing.
your
It
imagination.
is. That's your subconscious.
What
It is.
Dallas
it's
is a
subconscious,
black
yeah.
and white type of person. Like he sees everything black and white. Like they're just as is.
That's not true.
You don't believe in time traveling, so how is that?
Yeah, but he disagreed with The Simpsons, though. There's something up with that guy. That
motherfucker.
there's something up with him.
And you
make
know
good
what?
calls.
The Simpsons guy, they try to kill him so many
There's
times.
something up with him.
Was it Matt Groening
They
or
try to
something
kill
like
him
that?
so many
Who?
times.
Who?
The Simpsons guy,
Right,
because
The Simpsons.
They really did?
they tried to kill him
They've tried
so
to
many
kill him?
times. Yes.
The creator of The Simpsons?
Yes,
How-
because he leaked information that he was never supposed to.
There's
Even
something about him.
Even Biden being president, he predicted that in The Simpsons. Biden and
It's not
Camilla.
a prediction.
Right. It was. This is what these people plan. These are their plan that are actually falling through. It's not prophesied because it's not in the Bible, but it's their plans.
Yeah, he predicted at least 15 things that have happened within the world.
But they've also had like
it can't be the coincidence.
80 million episodes.
Game or a basketball game that he predicted
that too. And
they've also had like 80 million episodes, so like they're gonna get it right.
He's rolling the dice. He's rolling the dice.
They're gonna get it right.
You think he's rolling the dice?
It's dice. Yeah. I told you.
Yeah, but from like 1999 up to like 2000.
It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy, you know. But that doesn't mean that's separate.
Doesn't mean time travel exists. But I wouldn't close my mind to there's something out there. I wouldn't close my mind to that.
Okay, so now can we get on to gayism?
There's just like so many movies too. Sorry, there's just like so many movies too.
Sorry, so many movies.
I'm sorry.
Skip it.
Okay, I'm gonna skip it. I'm gonna leave that. No.
Okay, so can we get into gayism now? Because this is an important topic that I need people to voice their opinions on so I can hear it. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you're a woman, I'm a woman, you're a woman, right?
Yes.
So, with the whole thing that, like, you know Saucy Santana?
Yeah.
The guy that cross-dresses, he's
and
really
him saying
famous.
that he made it for us females?
Yeah. He even went further to say, he could teach us women how to be women.
Wait, he said he made it for you females?
Yeah. He could teach us women how to be women.
Yeah.
This is what he said. This is a man that's trained. I don't
Hold
know.
on, we're talking about gays or trans?
Gays.
This is the LGBTQYZ
That's a
community
whole
that
lot of
we're
letters.
talking
He's a
about.
gay, the guy that got his body done and everything.
So that's
he's
trans.
Just like,
he's trans.
No. He did not get his private part done.
Well,
he just got an ass.
But he acts like a woman, right?
Yeah,
he presents as a woman.
Yes,
that's trans. Some type of trans.
Oh, I thought
that's pre-op, post-op.
Okay,
there's a whole thing.
pre-op.
But it's all trans, right?
Pre-op. Yes. Okay. So yeah, he basically said that he paved the way, or he can teach us how to be women.
So I mean, to me,
that's the ultimate disrespect.
That's crazy.
As a man hearing another man say that
I mean,
about a woman, how does that make you feel?
I
want to hear your man's point of view because you're a man and he's a man. He's supposed to be a man.
Well, look, I mean, I think that shit is crazy talk. I think that's just crazy talk.
But you know what? So I have a friend, and he's straight, and he says that if you look at how us females do our makeup and hair and stuff now, that it comes from the gays. Like how the makeup is so like
heavy,
guys, right?
heavy.
Yeah, so heavy.
Like drag queen makeup.
Yes, exactly.
Drag makeup.
So he was like, if you think about it, he was like that you guys are basically like, all you females are taking after these drag queens or whatever the case may be. And then I have another gay best friend that he's just like, he'll see us and he'd be like, girl, you need to do this and do this and do this. And you're like, wait a minute, hold on 1 second.
That's what I'm talking about. I can't. If you ask, you're begging for respect as to that point. You don't see straight people going around, I'm straight, I'm straight, respect me. Like, no, nobody cares that you're gay. Nobody cares that you're trans. Nobody cares. Your sexuality to me is your sexuality. Like, you know what I'm saying? But it's a whole nother level when you want people to acknowledge your sexuality. That's when you're looking for validation. Nobody cares.
So with this friend, it's not that he's looking for validation. I think it's just like, I'm going to help you better yourself. I have a vision.
It's a taste thing in that case, right?
Exactly.
It's a taste thing.
I have a vision, and I see you this way. Like, yes, you're beautiful. Yes, you're this, you're that. But I'm going to take you to the next level. If you listen to me because I have this vision, I'm going to bring you to the next step. And there's so many friends that he's brought along around me, and he's actually done this where he's like, okay, do this, do this, do this, and these females do this, and then all of a sudden they turn against him because now they feel like you taught me and I'm better, and I don't know if you
no man can teach no female how to be no female because number one, a female
dress wise, there's a lot of gay men that have
it's a physical thing. It's a physical thing.
Physical and feeling yourself, no. But dress-wise and beauty-wise, there is gay men that can be like, hey. And I'm not agreeing with it, but
most of the best fashion designers are gay guys.
Are gay guys, yeah.
They just know what's up.
Gianni Versace, he was gay, right?
I don't. I think
Yeah, he
so.
was. He
I
was
don't
gay.
know. Probably.
He
was
was,
gay.
or he is gay, unless he's dead.
He's dead.
dead.
Okay.
He's dead. So he was gay, and he definitely look at his fashion line.
I think what you're talking about, Fame, is more so like the.
It's total disrespect. That's different if we're keeping it business. If I'm at a show or at a shoot and you're here to help me or whatever, your job is not to tell me how good of a job you can do, motherfucker. Tell me, put me in something. You feel what I'm saying? Suggest something. It's your wording. You feel what I'm saying? It's your intentions when you open your mouth. You feel what I'm saying? So as a fucking gay man or trans man, if you're truly trying to like help, because women been through shit. Women have to be men and women. Do you not understand that? Let me say that shit again. Women have to be men and the woman. A lot of women are single parent. I grew up in a single house with 8 fucking kids, my mother alone. You feel what I'm saying? This is my blood. You feel what I'm saying? So she had to be the man, provide, and also clean diapers and clean the fucking house. You feel what I'm saying?
Guys do that too. Just saying.
I mean, what's that? I'm definitely single.
But this
Franchise is definitely a single father.
Leave here.
Okay. And then there's straight men that have to be, play women roles and be a father too. But you're not, if you're a gay guy and you're doing that, fine. But don't put the woman down that actually has a pussy. There's no comparing to that. You had it's just mechanical work. It's like going to the fucking shop and getting your car done. You feel what I'm saying? It's mechanical fucking work. You feel what I'm saying?
But I'm going to say, as a former model.
That's what I do on Tuesdays.
As a former model.
I know.
We gotta hire him.
We don't have to pay.
As a former model, we definitely had a lot of gay guys that were coaches and tutors, and that was, okay, you're gonna wear this, that put our clothing together, and I need you to pose this way, and I need you, so that's just the other aspect.
I mean, that's fine, because like I said, women have, single mothers have to do this shit. So a
maybe
lot of
that's
us
what
don't have,
Santana
there's
feels.
there's no other way of taking those quotes. There's no other way of taking you as a man. You're a fucking man. Don't matter what makeup or clothes you have on. Telling me as a woman, even if I am dressed raggedy, you feel what I'm saying? No, it's disrespectful. Regardless, it's fucking disrespectful. Because
For a man to comment?
For a gay man or, a gay man or trans man or whatever types of man wants to tell a woman, a womb, you don't have no fucking womb to carry. So that's already the difference between you and I.
Well, wait, what is your, you jumped around on a few things.
You're not listening, that's why.
No, I am listening very closely. Because it started with sexuality being put out there everywhere, which is one thing, right? Like, I'm gay, look at me, I'm gay. I like guys.
It's inappropriate.
Right, that's a lot.
It's inappropriate.
Because it sounded like you were saying, like, hetero people are always like, hey, I'm hetero, I'm
straight.
Right.
Yeah.
And then we talked about trans guys, right? And trying to say that they're doing women better. And then there's gay or trans men's opinion on women's fashion and makeup choices, right? All those different things.
All in one though, because they're all downing the woman, and to me, like, my opinion on this is that men could dress what they want to be, and I have a gay friend. I respect the gay community, the LGBT. Rest of the alphabet community.
The rest of the alphabet community. I respect the rest of the
I don't know the rest of the letters.
Is that a Sesame Street thing? Or?
I don't know the rest of the letters. But I do respect you guys. I do. Like, you're a human being. If you're nice to me, I'm going to be nice to you. But the thing is, this a borderline that we all have to understand and continue to respect.
Her point is, at the end of the day, how are you born a male and gonna tell a female how to dress? You don't know me. You don't know my body.
It wasn't
you. Don't know my body. Well, that's her point. That's her point.
That's her point. At a fashion show, so do you feel different at a fashion show though? So
it was a Harriet Tubman, not a Harry on Tubman. You feel what I'm saying? So she had to be in disguise. She let us free. It wasn't a fucking nigga, a William or a Tom. You feel what I'm saying? So it's okay that females are not feminine, and you feel like, oh, I could feminize you. I'm not feminine. I can be. I'm some type of feminine.
That's
you know what I'm saying? But I'm very like niggerish as
All that lip
well.
gloss you got on, you feminine. You feminine. All that lip gloss,
That
you
hair,
feminine.
and as
Yeah,
much as
you
you keep
feminine.
looking in the mirror, yes, you're feminine.
But I think my thing solely is disrespect, especially to like looking back to our days. It was like, even if there was gays back then, it was under the rug. It was something sacred and secret that you wasn't boasting about. Like you could tell.
It doesn't have to be a secret, right?
It don't.
And also,
today's
gay
age.
is so different from trans. It's so different.
It is.
They're definitely like related. Like pretty much all trans guys are gay, as far as I know. But
Yo,
like,
do I get a bathroom break too?
Yeah, you can go ahead.
Oh, you gotta go.
But a lot of trans guys,
four.
a lot of trans guys don't get their penis cuts off.
My
So
gosh.
they always say that they're trans women, but their dicks is still on them.
Right, that's a
You feel
whole
what I'm
thing.
saying?
That's a whole thing. And so I think that when those guys try to act like they're actually women and like they understand what it's like, that's crazy because like they're not, right? Gay guys, there's a lot of gay guys that are just dudes who like other dudes and they're not trying to be women and all that type of shit.
I have a question for
Oh,
you.
Linus in the house. Yeah, I'll mute that number 4 there, Dawson.
So my question for you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
What is a woman? Can you define what a woman is?
What is a woman?
Yeah.
Ooh,
Good question.
what is a woman? I can't even define that for you.
Ooh.
Maybe I'm too intoxicated, but I feel like a
The
woman.
simplest terms,
Oh,
lamest terms.
I mean, do you mean like
Lamest.
a female? Sorry,
woman.
sorry. I'm not. I don't want to do the
woman.
guy thing and try to answer, right? I shouldn't do
think-
that.
Ask them
Hold
after.
on, but do you know what a cat is? Can you tell me what a cat is?
I love you, Dawson. There you go.
Wait, is a cat? A
Oh
female
my
part-
God, you're hired.
Are you a cat?
I'll pay you $20 a week if you come. come every week. I'll pay you $20.
So as far as a woman, I feel like a woman is a female, a woman of empowerment.
A biological female, you mean?
Female by
No, like-
description, because there are people with
We're
F
talking
on
about
their
science.
licenses.
Science.
What I'm talking about as a description, like like you were born a woman.
Born woman, okay.
You were born
Okay,
woman.
so born
like
woman.
you have the parts. You
Has
have
the parts.
You have the parts. And you have the strength. I don't think a man can come in and get a sex change and be like, I'm a woman. Because you haven't been through what we have. You haven't been through childbirth.
You don't even have what we have.
Right.
The
You don't
uterus.
exactly.
Period.
Like you
A
just got your
uterus alone.
genitals cut to, be as a
Resemble.
woman, as a female. But yeah, no.
What's your definition of a
Oh,
woman?
that was a question that I asked in the
No,
car.
I want to know what's your. She asked me this
My
in the car.
definition of a woman is, for all intents and purposes, a person who can give birth to men.
To men.
There you go.
To men.
To men.
Yeah, so a born a
womb.
female.
A man with a womb.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Give birth
Yeah.
at all. Not even just names. Just give
Yeah.
birth at all.
No, men means all
To another
humans
woman
because
or-
women are men.
All right, guys.
Okay, so that's what she means.
I was
Women
in
are
that.
men?
I'm like,
No.
The human race, yes, a womb
No,
man
no,
is
no,
a
no, no,
form
no,
of
no.
a man. Yes, a womb.
No.
I'm catching you,
No.
good franchise.
Okay, so yo, you just disagree so hard. That was nice. That's the nicest thing you said today.
It was?
You're defending because I said women are
just
a
realized
form
that
of a
I'm
man because we're men with wombs. So he's like, no, hell no. You don't want to think of it like that. Y'all are not men.
You started saying using the
But it
same
is.
words. No, it's just
Excuse me.
it's
oh, naturally.
male,
Naturally,
Who
we're
can naturally give birth to a man.
it's male and female. We're mammals. We have males and females. That's
hey,
it.
hold on, come on. I waited for this question all day.
Yeah.
ask it.
In you two guys' opinion,
Okay.
what could we do better for our show?
I was gonna say, what can we do
For
better
your
for our
show?
show?
What could
For
we
your
do
show.
better?
For our show, and
Okay. Well, I guess so. Obviously, like we like long interviews.
Right.
We go on forever. So I would like to see longer interviews.
longer interviews.
Yeah,
So
but I don't know
more
if that
Make
fits
it
your
more
model either.
personal,
Though. I like
more
that's my
into
personal.
personal. Yeah. Yeah.
So, I'm gonna piggyback off that question. Sorry. Lou. So I feel like if the artist is interesting, if the artist is able to keep a conversation with us,
Right.
that's when the interviews last longer.
True.
If you're
Because we're
asking the right
able-
questions,
Exactly.
it goes both ways.
And
That is also on you.
Yeah.
Not necessarily.
So with
That's true, 'cause we
Sometimes
had
it's like
fucked
fucking
up
getting water
ass-
out of a stone.
I
Yeah.
wouldn't
Yeah.
get finished,
Yeah.
but
We
it's
had
not-
to beat up
definitely not
artists to get a
necessarily.
word out of them.
So yeah, we had to beat them exactly. So we had to beat them up to get words out of them, and even so, we beat them up to get words out of them. It's still like
Nothing.
Oh,
Is
What you got coming up, family? Nothing.
oh no,
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just work.
why the fuck you here? That's what I be wanting to say. Why the fuck you here?
doing?
We love to.
I don't know. I'm just trying to. I'm
Chilling.
just trying to get out there. This is why I came up here. Like, no, we need more than that. And I ask questions that are kind of like maybe embarrassing or honest. And franchise, so that's why I feel like we complement each other. He asks like real questions. Like every time I watch the interviews, I'm like, damn, he makes me look like shit.
No, I don't.
But I ask questions that he wouldn't answer, so that's why we complement each other.
Yeah, exactly.
But
Right.
again, it goes back to if that artist is interesting, are you able to hold a conversation?
Definitely.
Like, what was his name the other day? OBAR.
Oh, to put the mask on.
So franchise was asking him. So if we were on a
Shout out
plane,
to you, bro. You know, your interviews gotta be better. You feel me? Like, come on, man.
If we were on a plane, how would you describe your style? And he was just like,
He couldn't do it.
he couldn't do it.
I would have said fly. I'm in the air. We on a plane.
He was like, I'm this. And franchise was like, here I am. Like, are you a conscious rapper? Are you a drill rapper? No, I'm OBR. And I'm like,
Yeah, it
all
doesn't
right.
help.
So we went back and forth.
It
It doesn't help.
Yeah.
Trash.
So that made the conversation interesting because he knew how to hold the conversation. He knew how to drag the conversation.
Right.
But then there's other artists, like we said, you just
Chilling.
Right. Yeah.
I'm all right.
Yeah.
so
What I do
What you
is
done the past 20 years? Nothing. Just hanging out. 20
what I
years,
do. What I do, I start fights. That's what I do. When
Yeah.
niggas get too boring, I just start
Start
fights.
the debate.
yeah,
Start the debate.
I can't even.
Not physical fights, but I get under people's skin, so I'll like then ask questions that's
Yeah,
gonna make
see,
you give me
with
attitude.
me, I can't
At least
even-
I'm getting something.
I can't even do that. I'll just look at franchise. I'll look at franchise from across the desk. That's how you know I don't have nothing to say because I'll look at franchise like, so.
You get this person up out of here.
That's when you get
Yeah.
there. So is there anything else you want to say?
Something you want to say with an ask?
Nah, one of the best interviews we've had was Mo Novelli. I don't know if you guys have had her on.
Yes,
your show
I
yet.
have.
we
Yo,
definitely
Mama
had
can
her.
spit.
Yes,
Yo,
she can
can
definitely
Spit, and she is actually media trained, and you can tell.
Yeah.
Like when you ask her
She
questions,
curved to so many of my questions.
yeah, she
I was
really,
like,
yeah, she was
you're
good.
good.
Yeah, she
You're
was
really
like
good.
swerving,
Yeah, no, she
interesting,
was
the
good.
right answers, the right way to say things. Like honestly, like
We had a girl walked off this episode. I thought we was gonna start fighting. When she got up, I flinched and I was pulled up like, hold up, sis. You know?
And it's,
Yeah.
Walked off.
the difference
Why?
between you guys and us is that we have so many artists in the room as well.
Yeah.
So
Right.
I feel like people don't want to get too comfortable or they don't want to get
Exactly.
too involved with conversations.
It's
so we-
nerve wracking.
which is like the
Exactly.
most opposite thing that you could possibly like do for yourself.
It's a good space because you have the audience space, you know,
Right.
because you're a performer. You're going to be a performer.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? That's something that day, despite of how I felt about you, that's something I should have still been. He was like, you should have just kept going. And I'm just like, that's right. That's right. This is the atmosphere.
And this is what I tell
This
artists.
is what it is.
Like,
yeah.
you're going to be in front of, this is just a room full of 10 people.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to be in a room full of hundreds of people. Like, if you cannot,
She can't do it. These 15.
you're not going to be
You're
able
not.
to,
You're not gonna go.
you know? So it's crazy. It's crazy. But,
I mean,
you know,
it's
we're
a
trying.
learning experience
Yes.
for all of us too. You know, I've had to learn to, you know, either lower my tone or think about my wording, you know what I'm saying? Because this is, you know, something that we're going to take to the height. So
Yeah.
I always want it to be professional as much as possible. Don't matter how much fun I'm trying to have or how much personal questions I'm trying to ask, you know. for me as an artist, when you come here, I don't care about you as an artist. You feel what I'm saying? Because I could go onto your page. I could look up your music on YouTube. You feel what I'm saying? I could go onto your TikTok, and I'll know your music. You feel what I'm saying? I'm trying to get to know the person behind the music.
I'm so glad you said that, because I'm like, yo, they're going to ask us who is the best and who is the worst. But now that you said that, you're not going to ask us that. So
no, she's already said it, though. You know what? She's already said it, because she's already named a couple of names that y'all had, like, the best times
so
where you named Bass. You know what I'm saying? I know our man's Last was on there. He's also a great asset to the city, and he's buzzing. You feel what I'm saying? So you've already named a couple.
He was definitely a different, like, you know, he thought he was going to come in and he thought he was going to be the only one. And he was like, I thought I was going to be the only one. No, boo, you're not. You're not. You're special, but you're not that special, Dave. But
shout to Last, man.
Everybody in here, right? Everybody in here,
and that's a lot of people that come there. They're like, oh, I thought I was going to be the only one. No, this is an open platform. Yeah, I try to tell people 7 o'clock. I try to tell people 8 o'clock, but things happen. Yeah. And you're going to bump into other people. I'm not from Boston, but I've been out here long enough.
It's kind of dangerous, I must say, because...
But I've been out... That's what I was going to piggyback off of. I've been out here long enough to know not to invite this crew and this crew or this neighborhood and this neighborhood.
You don't think that's too much work on you? Because once you invite an artist, now you got to do a homework on the artist. Make sure, like, they're not going to be in the same room where, you know, shit's going to happen.
Like I said, I try to make it as where I don't do that. Yeah. I'm not going to have
I know when I walked in, I was shook. I was like,
yeah, no.
Mad people. What if,
and at the same time, who wants to be the one person that ruins it for every artist in the world?
Exactly.
When it comes to gang shit, trust me, nobody gives a fuck.
No.
Don't jinx us. It's been 5 years.
You've been doing good.
I did the first 3 years in my living room.
Yeah, exactly. I was
Never
living
had
room.
a problem. Never had a problem.
That's good. Y'all hood niggas been classy.
People are starting to realize that, you know what? We want to get it out.
Yeah.
Give
it to y'all.
Music out.
Yeah, they definitely want to, they definitely want to, you know, they don't want to be that troublemaker.
We got a scene. New England, we got a scene.
Yeah. And we only had one incident, and it was just like something stupid minor.
Oh, yeah.
It was just like egos. Not even hoods. It was just egos. Like,
ego is the worst thing
can you
in
move out the way?
all of music.
No, I'm not gonna
And at the same time, it'll always be different from every other podcast you go to. It'll always be a different vibe from every other podcast.
The one thing I'm gonna say is that yes, it's always a vibe. Like, yo, it was a whole vibe. No matter who was in the room, what was in the room, yo, it was a vibe. Yeah. And there's not one time that there's been artists there that have not made connections with other artists.
That's gonna say it's a networking process.
It's a networking process.
When you're done and you get up off those headphones and you drop them down, and the next person daps you up, what's your IG fam? We gotta work. It's a networking process.
No, I got Trap Black coming down because I met him there.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right.
I saw that motherfucker go. I was like, yo. Flea came on the show because we met him there. Like,
Okay, make sure you have a table full of stuff for Trap Black.
Trap Black?
Yeah. We're recording the song. We're recording the song.
Trap Black,
we're making a song.
That's dope. Word?
Yeah.
Listen,
that's what it's about. You know me?
That's exactly what it's about.
Exactly what it's about.
And stuff like that, that makes me feel.
Oh yeah, man.
I feel like we should have an event and host interviews. You feel what I'm saying? And have
live interviews. Yes.
Live interviews with the artists that are performing. Yes. You feel what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They get to do 2 interviews in one day and perform. Like, are you guys going to that fest in CT? I know they invited us to not host, but to bring
be backstage doing some press and shit.
Podcast,
Fuego Basis thing that he's headlining
on July 22nd.
It's August 28th.
August 28th. Okay, no, I know about the one with Benny and all them. The proper.
That's 22nd.
I'll be there.
No, we should talk to Hoff and them about that shit because they're doing like press backstage and shit like that. You guys should be there.
Yeah, definitely.
DJ every Friday and Saturday.
So you guys, that was another thing I was gonna say. You guys are lucky to have franchise, because franchise, you always see me.
Oh yeah.
At events, you never see franchise.
Yeah, I'd be like, where the fuck is franchise? What is franchise? Who is franchise? Like,
franchise is never out. I'm always the face.
Yeah.
So shout outs to you for making it tonight. I appreciate you, bud.
We appreciate you too.
Thank you.
You know, you should make more appearances.
I try.
Because I mean, she represents for the brand already, but you're the franchise. It'll be like, you know, like you act. So let me ask you.
Let's differentiate between me and 50%. I don't work. All I do is DJ. So my Friday, Saturday, my club nights, that's pays my bills. So do you want to give up your such and such money for the night and go spend money to go
No,
here?
because that's
or
what you love to do already.
take care of
It's
your
not
kids.
the
It
9
builds
to
mystique
5.
too. It builds mystique. Then like then you walk in.
I gave up
Yeah.
the
You're
job.
like, oh, I know her.
Yeah,
But
yeah,
oh shit, there's
yeah.
franchise.
I know her face.
Yeah.
But don't get
She's
me
in all the
any
videos.
chance I can get, I'll definitely come on. Any chance I can get, I'll definitely come on. But that Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, it pays the bills, family.
Yeah, man.
I have no choice.
Yeah,
It
no,
pays
I
the
feel
bills.
you.
That's dope. That's dope.
10 years ago, I want to do this forever, yo. It's going to pay my bills. I'll be dope. Nowadays, damn, I wish I was home at 8 o'clock, man. I wish.
Nah, but this is what you dreamed of. This is what you dreamed of. It came to pass.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? So, like, you manifested your dreams, and it's out here with. Let me ask you something. Have you been a journalist before radio, or?
I ended up going back to college. When I was 32, I went back to URI and took classes for journalism and communications. Got my degree at
I
URI.
did too. So
I went back
proper
at 32.
in speaking and
Nice.
questioning
That's
awesome.
and all that stuff.
That's awesome. You can
I
tell.
thought it was trash, but to be honest with you though, like journalism and stuff like that, they
fun.
taught you a lot.
Yeah.
Taught you
can
how
tell.
to just
Liked it.
sit back, let somebody talk. You'll read them, you'll learn about them. Bang, you can come back with 1,000 questions just by hearing them talk for 5 minutes.
Right, right.
So, taught you how to research data and things like that, and stories and stuff like that, and just how to be better when pronouncing. Just talking, having confidence when you talk.
No, you guys are extremely professional. You know, you come on your show and it's really like you're doing a real thing.
Sure.
Y'all actually do the thing. We never we just got up and started doing it. Like you
Keep
know
doing
what
it
I'm saying?
though.
Oh, yeah.
That's how it's keep doing it.
100th episode's coming up in a few weeks.
Just like
100
this.
Yeah, you guys gotta come back for
Motherfuckers
it.
try not to respect
all
us, but
guests are
bitch,
invited
I
back
make them
for 100th
motherfuckers
episode.
respect
Listen,
us.
I started off in my living room.
Fuck.
Did the
In his
old
living
school
room.
lamp on the side. You know, I
Yeah.
started off in my living room.
So what
I
can
was
we
in the
work
chair
on?
like
What
this.
can
Yeah,
we
what
work
can
on?
we do?
You don't stop.
Don't stop.
You don't stop.
What
never-
flaws
Right,
do
we're
we
not stopping.
have? What flaws do you have? What should we work on?
I
Like,
don't-
give me a honey.
I don't think you guys have any flaws. I think
Wow.
you guys are going in the right direction,
at
honestly.
You want the secret?
Yeah.
'Cause I told her this on the way up here. The thing we do that most people don't, instead of having one artist or one person for an hour,
Yeah.
invite 3 people for 20 minutes.
No, we actually do that. Like, well,
Invite 3 people for 20 minutes.
feel you.
Build your content.
I feel you, but like that's
don't
kind of
wanna
our
People
mode though.
who
Now,
are
But
here.
everybody you invite is not going to talk to you for an hour like we just
Yeah.
did.
Here, people,
Everybody's not going to do that.
And it's been
here
more
we
than an
give the
hour.
focus to the individual. That's the guest.
Yeah, but
And if we have
everybody's not
two
going to
guests-
talk for an hour though.
So we cut it short. We cut it short, or I start some shit.
But you know what? But if you already drove over here, let's knock out a couple.
It's
Let's knock out a
entertainment.
couple.
It's entertainment. So regardless, I feel like we're either gonna talk or I'ma hound you.
It's also content.
It's
You put up a video on your age, 25-year-olds. You put up a video
26.
You put up a 26.
You want me to be
shout out to
25?
Banks. Shout out
Put
to
up a
Banks
video
for
on
the-
Wednesday. You put up your video on Wednesday. Bang. I watch your video on Wednesday. When do I go back to your page? When you put up the next video. How
You're
long do I
right.
gotta
We're
wait?
not. That's a fact. That's something we should work on.
But you guys already said,
what
you
I'm
know
saying?
what? The time expansion is fast. 5 minutes, I'm out of it. I don't want to hear a song that long. Invite 2 or 3 people at once.
So-
stretch that out.
No, people
not-
want
you're
to
not
sit
wrong.
here. No,
You're not wrong.
people want to see, like you said, people only go into y'all studio and they hear you ask them questions, or they only do a rap for you guys. A lot of people only see their music. People don't know them. People like the attention to be on them. People like to be asked these questions. You know what I'm saying? And it's good for the audience too to get to know who they're listening to. Because a lot of the time we don't vlog our personal lives. We don't do we only post the music. We only promote the music.
In journalism class, I learned you can ask 20 questions that'll knock out all the info you need to know about them for the last 20 years.
But, yeah.
Ask them great
Here's
questions.
what I would like to do with this show more, which is having a few times sort of like for instance, when we had Bass on, we accidentally booked 2 guests that night.
Yeah,
So it was Bass
accident.
and Chiz Capo that night, right?
Who?
Chiz Capo.
Who's that? From
He's
Boston?
dope. Yeah, he's from Hyde Park.
I
Yeah.
gotta take an interview break, and I have to take the
He's
heels off.
super
Watch
dope.
your legs.
Thoughts on mute 3?
Downstairs, right?
Right, because we're going to hear you skr.
No, you better, no.
No, so I really and it was by accident, but I really enjoyed it because there was two guys, 2 completely different artists from different places that don't know each other, but we all had a conversation together. So that's the way I would like to do it, like almost like a late night show. You know, when they have like the one guest come on, then they scoot down the couch, and then the next guest comes on, but they're all together.
There you go.
Right?
That's dope.
That's what I want to be doing. And another reason why it's a little hard to do like 3 at once is because what we're trying to do, especially when we have like a musical guest on, obviously, is that instead of doing a freestyle, we record a song.
And we play the song at the end.
We play the song at the end. That's our new shit. It's pretty fun. It's
so
really
that's
fun.
what we. So we can't.
Right.
It's harder to have
So we can't do that,
multiple
like, 3
artists
guys,
on
right?
when we're focused. Because you just made a song before the interview, so now you're sitting at the interview,
Yeah.
and then after the interview, you're basically like rap, like
So take that hour show and chop it into 5. Put up 10 minutes every day for 5 days a week.
Oh, okay.
I mean,
promotion-wise,
all I'm saying is
we
that
do
you
it live.
Just
This is-
continue.
this
all
goes
I'm
on.
saying is
Promote.
continue
To
more content.
promote.
Every day there's
totally.
something going
He's
on.
right.
That's
Yeah.
Take that 1 hour interview, 10-minute chops.
Hell
Bang.
yeah.
You
On
got something
Instagram,
every day.
That's what we need to do. We need to
yeah,
do a much better
that's
job with
yeah.
Instagram.
There you
No,
go.
no,
Yeah.
So that one view turned to 5.
Hell
yeah, yeah.
Those 5 views turn
Hell
to 10.
yeah.
Take that one interview, chop it into 5. Because
You're
you said it.
fucking right.
After 3 minutes, I don't want to hear a song no more, family.
Yeah.
I don't want to hear a song no more after 3 minutes.
You have to be a
interview,
super
chop
fan
it
to
up.
watch the whole shit. We need to do
There
much
you go.
better with that clips.
There
We
you
need to
go.
do much better with that
We
clips.
do.
Much better with the clips.
We don't promote much.
We're gonna start
We
that for
do.
the second 100 episodes.
We're gonna.
That's how I talk about that show. I was like, you know what? No longer,
gonna
than,
do better.
no longer than 8 minutes.
We're
No
gonna
longer
do
than
better
8
than-
minutes. And
So how do you feel sitting up here for an hour and interviewing you? Do you feel like people don't want to listen?
No,
listen about
to me it's easy. I love talking.
No.
I
Do you
love
feel like the
conversating.
audience is getting sick of hearing about you? Like, what do you think your time span?
No, I think that the audience gets in their car when they get out of work and they plug in their iPhone to the USB wire and they put it on their car and they drive home for 20 minutes, but then they're going to unplug it and get out. And then they finish the rest of their day without going back to YouTube.
Oh.
Yeah.
That's how I feel. But you know what? If you split up into 5, when they get back in that car to go to work Tuesday morning, episode number 2.
Yeah.
I went to Sid's cookout or whatever.
Yeah.
And his mom was just fucking mind blowing. Shout out to Sid and his mom,
Shout out
yo.
Sid.
She was just
Sorry, I
like,
missed the cookout.
"Oh
I was
my
out of
God,
town."
you're Fane Jackson. I watched the podcast and this episode, I was just like so fucking amazed.
That's
you know what
awesome.
I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
and that's not the first time that an elderly person, because I feel like my music, and she's commented on my music how
You
like
got the elderly crowd. We got
she
the
loved
old
it.
crowd.
Yeah,
You gotta
exactly.
go old school night. You got the
No,
elderly crowd.
listen,
boy.
real shit though, and that's not the first time from an elderly person that they love my music, because I make very explicit music, and it's kind of really dope to hear an elderly person that could be my mom or my grandmother be like, I like your shit. You feel what I'm saying? I like that. You feel what I'm saying? Because she was like, you have class, but you talk nasty. Oh!
Well, how did you get that?
You know.
Let me ask you guys, what's your
Franchise hates
dream interview? Who's the one person I want to have here and I know that I made it? Who's the one interview you want to have? I know I made it.
Shit, man. I mean, I don't know that I really have like that dream interview. I feel like, you know, within the realm of reality, maybe like Benny the Butcher, right? Because we know Days, we know Fuego Bass.
That'd be dope.
Right? It'd be so
That'd be dope.
be so fun to have
Who
Benny
about
come
you?
up here.
Same, like we're working on that right now. I'm gonna have Benny on
Your
here.
personal favorite, because you're 30 years younger. No, I'm only playing. You're like a few years younger than him. Who is your, like, who would be dope for you to have up here? Like, yo,
Bia.
this is it, man. This.
Like she mentioned, Bia, Millie's,
Those would be fun. Yeah.
you know, Nicki Minaj.
Dream? I mean, the guy I would like to talk to the most about all this should be Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre?
That's for him.
100%. That's my.
Dr.
I
Dre
just
was
want to
my idol.
record with that nigga.
If Nicki was up here and Dr. Dre was up here, what's the 2 questions you would ask? Starting with you. What would you ask Dr.
First
Dre?
question would
2
be
questions.
Nicki who?
No, that's for her. That's for her. Dr. Dre's here. What's the 2 questions you're gonna ask him?
Oh my God.
Your main 2
just
questions.
did that.
You got next, Nicki.
Okay.
Dude, that's
I'm
so-
Dr. Dre. I got 5 minutes. You got 2 questions to ask me. What are you asking me?
Jesus Christ. There's so much I would want to
And
know.
this is why I went to school for
questions.
journalism.
Yeah.
This is why I went to school for journalism.
This is why he makes the
This is
interviews
what you
better.
need to learn to ask.
Right.
What are you asking him? This is how we feel every Tuesday.
I would ask him where he thinks music is going, like where he thinks hip hop's going, as far as like production, and the sound of things. I would get geeky. I would get into production and mixing. And
he's a producer.
And
Why
shit.
not? He's a producer.
You know, he's the best producer, the best engineer. He's the most influential man in hip hop, I think.
Where do you think's music going? All right, number 2. How we just take over the interview questions?
I would ask him something about mixing, like, fucking
Nerd.
Got him all nervous and shit.
No, I'm really trying to think.
He is too.
I'm nervous. It's an interesting
No,
question.
you're gonna take over the podcast.
What's the second question? What would you ask him?
Might have to do a trade-in. Sorry, sis.
You're next. I want to hear yours. You're next.
Yeah, it would be something about, like, oh man, I would get geeky, like something that nobody else would care about, like.
This is live on the podcast for you two right here. What do you
Yeah,
ask him
like-
for second question? She's already mad.
Well, no, like, what do I want to know, or what would make it good for the guests?
No,
or
what
for
you
the
want to know?
audience?
What you want to know?
I would want to know, like, something about, like.
I would ask, am I too
Let him
young
go.
for a
I
date?
would ask him, like,
go.
how do you
Am I too
treat
young for a
vocals? How do you
date?
treat vocals? Like, how do you process vocals? Like, tell me about your vocal processing chain. Like compression, EQ. Like, what are you doing on a vocal?
Are you changing their
Your
voice
secret.
around? Are you letting them go natural?
Just like, yeah, what are the settings? What are the plugins you like? You know, what are you doing?
You want the key.
He want the
Yeah.
secrets.
Nikki's up there.
Rest
2
in peace,
questions.
Nikki.
What 2 questions you asking her?
As a woman, Nikki, how
She's outta
did
here
you
in 3 minutes.
sustain so long in the industry, in a male-dominated industry?
Okay. Number 2. That was a good question.
Number 2, throughout your career, I've not seen you with like a group of girls, a group of guys, like a group of entourage, like
Young
these,
Money.
like these, no, like personal friends, hood friends, like, you know, like niggas
She
you
don't
like,
got people from the block.
you know,
that she
like
hang with.
niggas from your block. You know what I'm saying?
You surrounded by yes men?
How are you not surrounded with previous or history friends that meaning like you're so professional all the time? I don't ever see you with friends, no nothing, just your music family. How do you make that work? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, how is that? Who are your friends?
Where's the real Nikki?
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? And I respect, honestly.
You never see her with a friend.
You never
see
seen
her
her.
with a picture with a friend
Every
or nothing
female
like
that
you
you've
never
noticed
see.
that's a rap artist always
never
got
see
a
them with
girlfriend or
somebody.
5.
Cardi B. She had that one girl.
Fight in the clubs for her.
But wait, no.
Yeah,
Remy
but she
neither.
barely takes pictures with her sister
Remy
though.
neither. You never see Remy with anybody. You never like
You
see
have-
Remy with
yeah.
anybody.
with her.
Who?
Her sister.
Yeah, she was on the show for a while. Not like she was on the show.
Yeah, but listen, she's been in the game for how long? You feel what I'm saying? Listen to what I'm saying. She's never, even in her music video, she ain't never had no gang of girls, even video girls. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, she ain't never had that. You
Like
feel
you
what I'm
have
saying?
no friends? You have no
Like,
friends at all.
yeah, you know what I'm saying?
No friends.
And to piggyback off of that, like, I really do respect that because that shows me that you've been in your bag, you've been in your lane. And everything else that's distracted you, even though if it's love, family, friends, you've, like, executed that in order to stay in your lane. You
Yeah,
feel
but
what
at
I'm
the
saying?
same time, when she got cheated on, she went right back to him because she had no friends to lean on.
She had no... Yeah, but we don't
Yeah.
know... Yeah. But we don't know
Yeah.
that because we don't really know nothing personal
Well, we
about
know
this
she went
girl.
back to him after he cheated on her.
Who? Safari. Oh.
Cardi.
Oh yeah.
We talking about Cardi or Nikki? Because I said Nikki.
Oh, Nikki, my bad.
Yeah, I'm like, who cheated on Nikki?
That's right. Nikki.
I wouldn't even cheat on Nikki.
No, but Nikki, I just
might.
feel like you just deal with like after a while of dealing with so many people having because Safari was like her main person.
He loved the shit out of
Loved
her.
the shit out of her, but at the
She
same
left him.
time, whatever happened between them, she just got hurt so much. So it's just like you just fuck everybody. I don't want to deal with anybody because 9 times out of 10, when you see me, where you see me by myself,
You yourself, exactly.
right? It's
I've
just-
watched Nikki so much, and I honestly,
Kenneth
you
her
could
only
call
friend?
it
Kenneth, I
dick
think it's-
riding.
and Rihanna.
Is Kenneth her
Rihanna-
only friend, her
Rihanna-
husband? Kenneth
Rihanna-
Petty?
Yeah.
That's the only friend?
Yeah,
too.
basically.
And Rihanna?
And Rihanna, she likes Rihanna.
Yeah, but like that close hood friend, man. That friend that you
Who?
call every day.
You
man.
feel what I'm
Yeah,
saying? That
yeah.
you grew
Right.
up with.
We
You
never
feel
see
what
those
We
people.
never
Never
see.
see
I've
those
never
people.
seen
Oh,
those.
because
That's
Rihanna.
That's what I'm saying.
Because it's just because Rihanna's another one. Rihanna, you don't see too many people with Rihanna.
Yeah.
So
That's
it's like
facts.
Rihanna's her friend too. So it's
They
like
keep
two
their
people,
lives
yeah.
very
Yeah, but like
private.
Rihanna, like does Rihanna have? You never see Rihanna with a close, normal friend in a black T-shirt just hanging out. You never see that friend.
Private
Melissa's
as
her
fuck.
only other friend. Melissa's her only other friend. She works for her. She's her acquaintance, whatever you want to say. But you don't see them with too many other people. And it's not to. You said I was smiling. It's not to say it's just like. You just go through so many friendships and you just realize
It's not worth it.
It's not worth it.
Not the fellas. Busta Rhymes, Spliff Star
They're
rode
still
out
friends.
all the way to the end.
Yeah.
Jay-Z, Memphis Bleak rode out all the way
He's
to
on-
the
he's
end,
still
but
there?
still there.
Oh,
He
okay.
said, Memphis Bleak, you'll never have to work again.
It's different for guys, you know.
Yeah.
So
I get it.
different.
I get it.
'Cause I know
I get it.
females that I was best friends with since 3rd grade, and I
not
like
friends with them now.
we're not friends, and it's just so mind blowing to me.
I
Like
have no reason why you're not friends.
9th grade, and it's so mind blowing to me. Like we're not friends no more. Like
I have no
after
reason
all
why.
that shit,
No
yeah.
reason why.
Like,
Since
why
I've
we
been
not
doing the
friends
show
again?
with you,
Yeah.
There's so many people that don't fuck with me because she thinks she's all that because she's
Doing radio and shit.
I was doing radio.
Bitch,
since
I'm on that,
2015.
period. Not because I'm doing radio. The
Since
fuck?
2015. But I've been doing radio since 2015, so that's one thing. And two, it's like, are you serious?
The fuck? Respect me. Fucking
You know
respect
do
me.
you know who I am?
They don't. So make them.
Yeah.
I stomp bitches. I stomp bitches. Fuck.
But
Can we take a shot, y'all? Y'all a whole
Another
vibe,
shot?
She's
yo.
about to have
Give me
me
a
on the side of the road somewhere.
tiny shot.
Franchise, you
Y'all a
know,
whole
outside.
vibe.
Splash.
This is your longest interview? This is your longest interview?
Probably not, dude. We haven't had some. This is a long. This is
You
almost 2
pour your
hours
own?
right now. This
Yeah.
is good.
Really?
Do
Yeah.
that.
Usually we
Yeah.
do an hour,
Yo,
hour
split
and a
this
half.
up. You split this up to 2 parts.
Well,
Yes.
it goes up. It's gonna be. It's on right now. It's gonna be up. But then we'll split it up for Instagram. We'll take clips for Instagram.
Okay.
All that type
Yeah,
of shit.
yeah. It's on IG Live right now. You
Is
know.
it?
It's on
If you
YouTube.
guys,
right now.
if
It's
you
on
guys
YouTube.
if you send it to me, I'll put it on our
Franchise
page.
was definitely.
Dope.
No,
Put it
we'll
on
send you the
Appreciate
link.
that.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I will too.
Do you want us to make you clips that you could so you?
We don't
can-
even
so,
make our
okay.
own fucking clips,
Exactly. That's what he was saying.
We gotta
need to
be better
better
about
at
it.
that.
We gotta be better about it.
Send me the video.
Yeah.
Okay.
Chop you some clips.
One thing that you don't like about him and one thing you don't like about her.
Oh, good
God.
question.
I'm gonna tell you what
Let her
mine
go
is about
first.
franchise.
Okay,
Tell-
yeah,
okay,
yeah,
go
yeah,
first.
yeah.
Go
I didn't know
first.
this.
Go first.
Mine about franchise
Go first.
is that as close as we are, we're not close. And I could text him now. Franchise won't respond until tomorrow morning.
That's
like,
not.
oh.
That's not true. That's
Franchise.
not true. That's not true.
He's
That's
like
not
the
true.
worst texter, the worst
Yeah.
responder ever.
Communication wise, I'm terrible.
Communication wise, he's terrible. Terrible.
Gotta work on it.
But he'll respond, and I'm like,
It got to the point where I was like, yo, any rapper that hit me up, yo, just hit up at excuse me, miss.
and I got like 50 rappers in my inbox. And the thing that annoys
I
me
learned
with
how to
that
copy paste that.
is, yo, bro. And I'm like, do you not fucking see excuse me, miss? Do you
Right.
not see my profile picture? Do not hit me up with yo, bro. But that's the worst thing about franchise.
My communication style.
All right,
It's
what's yours about her?
communication. My mouth.
I couldn't complain about her actually.
Come on.
Good.
There's something.
Fam, walking in here, I was still learning about her. Yeah, at this very point in time right now, it's only been a year. I couldn't really.
So do you
Not
guys
even like
not
a
hang
hat or something
out?
like that.
You're talking to somebody that really, I never had a full-time host or nothing like that. So for somebody that comes every week faithfully,
Nice. That's beautiful.
you can't.
So do you guys not hang out outside of the studio, like lunch,
No,
dinner,
no.
clubs, just outings, events?
I'll go
She'll
to
come
his
to my
clubs.
clubs.
I'll
She'll
go to
come
his
to my
clubs.
clubs.
I'll definitely.
Maybe that's something y'all should do because, like, y'all seem like y'all are great business partners. But it's good to actually know each other. You know what I'm saying? Like, actually.
But why change?
So,
Well, why
first of
change something
all-
that's actually working though?
First of all, we're actually Geminis. We're both Geminis.
Oh, wow.
That don't
Because
mean
y'all could be the
goddamn thing.
bestest friends. Y'all don't know.
That don't
So-
mean
Y'all could be
Yeah.
husbands
He's
and
three
wives.
people-
Y'all don't know.
he's three people
Y'all
right
just
now, and I'm three
working.
people right now.
Three
Y'all just
people? I thought it was
working.
two.
No,
Gemini.
three.
It's two.
Gemini's
It's
is
three.
three.
Gemini's is two.
I'm 6.
Whoa.
I was trying to.
Geminis are weirdos. They're
Six,
weird.
This is why we don't go to lunch.
He might get Felicia. He might get
Yeah, that's why I don't
Keisha.
go to
He
lunch.
might get
It don't matter as
Keisha.
long as
He might
one
get
of them is
Leticia.
there.
But no, I just think that because of our science, actually, we're very personal. We like to keep our personal business separate from
That's cool.
our
Business.
business.
I'm super quiet.
He's very, very personal and very quiet. But at the same time, on social media, he's very
Outgoing.
outgoing. So I think that's one thing. And in me, on social media, I'm very outgoing, but what I post is not necessarily my life. What he posts is not necessarily his life. So I think that's another thing to it. But
I mean, so there's no friendship.
Of course there is.
I mean, it doesn't sound like it.
no,
She give me a right here.
Y'all are business partners, so I would give my business partner a ride. Y'all are not friends.
But I talk to her at least 5 times a week.
yes, we talk to each
About
other
what?
5 times a week.
About
the
what?
show. About the show.
Exactly.
About the show.
We was just talking about his kids with the dance. His daughter had dance. She's going Broadway. Period. You feel what I'm saying? We just had that conversation this weekend. You feel what I'm saying?
But she
Shout out
knows
to
about
Lady.
what my kid does and
I
things
know
like that.
what
She
he
knows that on Wednesday.
But we don't-
She
he's
started.
not my
She started
son.
off by saying he usually can't come on a Wednesday because of. So
yes.
yeah, she does
and
know
I know
about.
his lifestyle. He knows my lifestyle, but we keep it.
To anybody that's wondering, if I'm fucking Letitia, I'm not.
Okay.
That's a question. That's a question, and I'm not. And the reason why I
we're
wouldn't,
not.
because it makes it awkward. So if you want me 1,000
very
about it,
awkward.
that next week we were going to the station. Let's be 1,000. Most
we'll be like
guys
this.
would be upset if a rapper came and started hollering at a girl, flirting with a girl that you just smashed.
Right.
Vice versa. If a female rapper comes up there, I'm gonna flirt. You know, I'm trying to smash. You got bars. She's not gonna like that.
That's dope. I'm
But
trying to
it's
stop
honest.
because you got bars.
Well, why,
what?
it's honest though. So why ruin that dynamic
No, we have a perfect day.
for a great night of whatever this is we just drank right now?
That's
Why ruin
that's
that
important.
dynamic? Why ruin
That's
that dynamic?
that's the importance of a woman surrounded by all guys. Because at the end of the day, a man is always gonna be a man.
Right.
A woman has to be a woman. You feel what I'm saying? And a woman meaning like not being free, like you're free spirited. You feel
I'm not
what
even gonna
saying?
give you that one. Doing what we do, we can't be mean to other people. So somebody might show up and flirt with me all night. I have no interest in her at all, but it's somebody that supports
That
us.
has nothing to
So
do
I
with
still
that.
have to be nice to her.
I'm talking about
but
her.
on the other side,
Talking about her.
she might not like that.
No.
All she sees is me being nice to this one rapper that came through. Vice versa. A rapper comes, does the show, all on her. Hey, Letitia was, oh my bad.
You're good, you're
Letitia was good, this and that. Might get mad.
Right.
Ruin the whole dynamic of the
Right.
franchise report because
fuck with
she's
that.
doing her job.
Right. Right.
Why take the chance?
Right.
Why take the chance?
That's fact. That's
Unless we're both drunk. No, I'm only playing. I'm only playing.
Have y'all ever thought about it? Like, shit, I'm gonna hit
I
that.
thought about it at first. I was like, franchise is
She's
kind of
lying.
cute. I was like, that's my boo. No, I'm only playing. No, seriously, I don't. I'm a person. I don't business and pleasure. I don't. It's
Yeah,
not. It's
yeah.
it's business. Where
Yeah.
it's all business because I would want to fucking kill him and choke him.
So I'm
Yeah.
gonna say something else for a second.
Right.
Yeah.
And then vice versa, like he said, if a rapper came and flirted with me, I'm pretty sure he'd be like, yo, this fucking.
Get this nigga off, yo. We're not playing this video.
Yeah,
We're not-
exactly.
why ruin the whole dynamic of what we've
Yeah,
done?
it is
Yeah.
what it is.
Yeah.
So but I'm more so like, and like I said, I'm out a lot. So I'm out in a lot of guys' faces. I'm out in a lot of venues.
When you
so-
left that night, he was like, when we was at Bases,
Yeah.
the studio, one of the little niggas was like, yeah, she's older, but she's fine.
See? And this is why.
And I knew they was talking about you because how many women were there? It was just you probably.
Do I want to go through that every Friday and Saturday night when she goes up?
I don't need that. Yeah.
And that's the thing.
And she's not doing nothing wrong. She's just being herself.
I'm just
Right.
being myself.
But most guys aren't like that. Most guys won't understand
Right,
that.
right,
But
right,
I get it.
right.
I totally get it.
That's facts.
So the play is safe.
Yeah.
And definitely, I got a lot of people that be like, "Yo, you be in mad niggas' face." Like, like every time I turn around, you're posting yourself with a nigga, and I'm like, okay, and I just
It's my job.
that's my job. This is what I do.
fuck.
I'm a co-host. Yeah, but you don't meet that much niggas in it.
What?
You're with this nigga. You're with celebrities. You mean to tell me? No, I'm not.
This is all one day.
Have
No, we did all this in one day. We're just
One
spoken.
day,
You did all this in one day.
You
Like,
just
we
have
left-
I
low
wasn't on
self
every night with a nigga.
We
This
left
is all one day.
I-95, right? We went to Fuego's venue. I mean, to the studio.
Yeah.
And then after that, I went to franchise. I went to
right.
JL Dana's.
That's right.
Because he was like, he hit me up and he was like, yo, the dude that makes our jersey is here. So I was like, all right, I'm going to come through. I'm on my way from Connecticut. It's halfway in between. So I'm going to go there. So when I posted all the pictures, it was like, damn, you're everywhere. What do you mean I'm everywhere? That's
Right, the fuck?
That's too much insecurity.
Didn't I say to you the other day? Like, yo,
Exactly.
you be out here everywhere. Yeah, I said to you the other day.
And
But-
when I'm out here moving with respectfully.
Exactly. Cause you understand you're surrounded by niggas, and
All
sometimes
day,
like I
every
see
day.
some fine ass niggas, I'm like, yo.
Yeah, no.
But then it's like, the fuck, what you saying? Fame.
Yeah, no.
You know, you gotta like, you know, put on that, you know, you gotta stay solid, you know, cause it's tons of temptations. Tons, you know.
Really?
No, I'm telling you. And I've been to events where I've been with celebrities, and a celebrity was like, let's take a picture. Let me put your chain on. Let me put my chain on you. And I'm like, okay. Here, take my number. But at the same time, it's like, okay, this is not going to go any further than here. This is what it is. I'm going to do this because this is for the franchise support. This is for the show. I'm going to do this for clout. Do I want to say clout? Not even clout. But I'm going to do this.
It sounds bad,
Promotion.
but that's what we all do. No. It sounds bad, but we all do it for the clout.
But I'm not going to.
Period.
Well, it's a promotion.
promotion, yeah.
Promotion.
But
I'm not gonna
what guy's gonna believe that? You was hanging with that nigga, put his chain on just for the
No,
show.
exactly.
Right.
Most guys ain't gonna believe that.
No, most
And
guys
that's
are
our
not
point.
gonna believe that,
And
but
that's our
at
point.
the end of
Most
the
guys ain't
day,
gonna believe
that celebrity can tell you that's all it was. Like, she hasn't hit me up. She, you know, so.
Have you dated a white guy?
I have.
Nice. Have you dated a white guy?
You did? You did?
What the fuck is that?
He's finding out all types
Well,
of stuff.
I got a kid by. She's white and Puerto Rican.
She's fighting
My kid's mother's white and Puerto Rican.
Okay.
Oh, nice, dope shit.
I just don't know nothing about her.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah.
When I say the secretive, I'm the secretive one.
No,
I know
you
more about
secret.
franchise than he does.
Yeah,
about
I don't know.
me.
Yeah.
What is
I didn't mean that in a bad way. I didn't mean that in a bad way.
Fame never said what she doesn't like about me.
What don't you like about Dallas?
Cause he can't wait to get to what he don't like about me. That's why he can't wait.
I want to make
go.
sure the question gets answered.
He been thinking about that too,
Right.
boy. He been thinking.
It was on his mental, like you was on my
Let's go.
mental.
No, it came right away. It came right away.
Let's go.
What I don't like about Dallas is that he's spoiled.
What?
He acts like a brat sometimes, especially. Oh, did you go outside?
Was she locked out?
Did you lock yourself out?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
I'm
Try
coming.
the doorbell again.
Try the doorbell one more time.
Well, you say he's spoiled, and then you look
Spoiled.
around.
I know, right?
You
You
look
look right at
around,
him.
and it's like, oh well.
Yeah, you are kind of right.
You look
no,
around.
meaning meaning like.
I'm in the bathroom like you can't piss nowhere but the toilet.
Meaning like.
Spill a drop around here, boy.
Sometimes he could be a brat, like especially around his brother Jimmy. Like I love Jimmy. Jimmy's actually my ex-boyfriend. That's his brother.
Okay,
But-
so you guys really never had anything going on.
Never.
He's like, hold up, what?
You knew that, right, Dawson?
You didn't know that?
I wasn't.
I didn't know that.
Is Jimmy younger?
Yeah.
Jimmy is the younger brother. Yeah, he's probably like out
He's
of
13
all
years
the
younger. That's
brothers.
13 years younger.
Never,
15
yeah.
years younger, okay.
Yeah.
Is that how you guys got introduced?
No.
No.
I
Okay.
introduced them.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Wait, so
Jimmy
you
thought
knew
he
that?
was slick.
Yeah, I knew that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jimmy thought he was slick. That's why he took me some birthday pictures and he sent them to me. So that's how he slipped in there.
It worked.
But he's a really dope guy. I love me some Jimmy. He's our video guy for High Street, and he does a lot of our videos
He's the
here. And he's so super fucking dope. It's a family dynamic here. He's never here. Jimmy's never here. Never here. So unless you book a shoot with him, that's the only time you're gonna see Jimmy.
Okay.
You feel me? So shout out to you, baby.
He's here. He's here on Saturdays a lot.
Family time. Oh yeah.
Wait.
Okay.
We're going off cousins. So what?
Oh yeah. So I'm a spoiled brat.
He acts like a brat, especially around his brother. So last time, right? Last time we had he had a barbecue or whatever. So we came out, and then at the end of the barbecue, we wanted to go out. Like the girls, we wanted to go out. So we're like, okay, let's take the vibe out or whatever. We understand that we were all like kind of tipsy and stuff like that.
I was not finished.
He was up for it. You feel what I'm saying? He was up for it. Jimmy was automatically like, oh no, I'm not going. That was that. But this one friend of his, I don't know how I feel about this friend of his, you know. Yeah, it's that friend.
Female, male.
It's a guy.
It's a guy. Wait, did you guys let her in?
Not yet. I'm waiting for her to ring.
shady.
I'm waiting for her to ring. I'm waiting for her to ring.
Shady.
She might have got in. I'm waiting for her to ring the doorbell, but keep going.
And then he didn't want to go, you know, and I thought it was just so bratty, you know what I mean? Because it's like, hey, you kind of had the body language like, okay, let's go. And I kind of heard you say, okay, I'm down with it. And then his friend was talking secrets to him in the room. And then I went in the room. And then that's when he started changing his mind. But his friend is responsible. I guess his friend was telling, because we was all fucked up, really fucked up. So his friend was
I've been drinking all day. I should not have been driving.
Yeah, his friend was nervous. Yeah, go ahead. That's why I brought it for this, but nobody chases. But his friend was being very, you could chase.
I've been chasing with this water.
You can make a drink. You want me to make a drink?
Finish the story. Finish the story.
I'm sorry, I cut you guys off.
No,
Also, it was like, first we were going to go to like a bar nearby, and then it was like, oh, actually, then my neighbor comes in, Susie, and she's
then
like,
we wanna dance.
let's go to this Afro Beats party in Brockton. I'm like, all right, I think
Hell
I'm out.
no.
I think I'm out.
Hell no. Hell to the motherfucking no. You want
What time was it? It was like
It's
11.
like 10:30, 11.
It was
you not know
early
about
as
Brockton?
fuck.
You want to save your life.
You gave me a ride here. No, I don't know about
But we was making decision. We just wanted to go out as long as we came down to a decision. We couldn't come down to a decision as to where, because we was gonna go 5 minutes from his house and we was gonna carpool. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's what I don't like about him. He gets bratty. He gets bratty sometimes.
So, Dallas, what is it that you don't like about Fame?
I think he's back on.
She's bratty too. You're
So-
a brat. I could tell.
I
No, in a
mean,
good way. I love you.
Good God, talk about brats. But so she's always late, but she's getting better at that. What I get frustrated with is that she and actually we talked about this a little bit earlier tonight. She often thinks that people don't like her, or have a negative.
Seen it coming right away,
Or
baby.
like coming at her in a negative.
That's your
with a
vibe.
negative energy.
That
like
is your
asking her
vibe.
to rap.
But I wasn't.
Right.
No, I didn't say it
That's
was
your
negative.
vibe.
Hold on. Let me straighten that out. Flatten that out for you. I didn't say that it was negative. I said she made me feel away, and I'm entitled to that because
You are, of course.
she says something to me.
But that's what I'm saying is that I
That's
think
not bratty.
that. No, I'm not
bratty.
saying. I'm
That's
not
like
saying
me
that's
saying
bratty. I'm
something
not-
that you
no,
didn't like.
He said you assume people don't like you.
I'm
That's
assuming.
what
I
you
didn't
said.
assume she didn't like me. I just didn't like.
You started off with you saying, you know what, she doesn't like me because.
No, I said I didn't like the way. I didn't think that she didn't like me. I
Right,
didn't
because
think
you
that.
and you interpreted it in a negative,
As in
sort of like a negative angle.
You did
like,
say that.
right?
okay,
And,
yeah.
and whether it was the
Yeah.
way you interpreted it, or,
Yeah.
and that's kind of what
Yeah,
I'm
I
saying.
felt
is that
like she
you
was coming at
interpret
me
it.
negatively.
Right,
Yes,
that's
yes,
what I'm saying.
Yes,
That's
no,
what
we
I'm
cleared
saying.
that. We cleared that.
No,
Yeah.
we already cleared it up, but that's an example of what gets me
does that
frustrated.
So, okay, so to piggyback off that, right?
Yeah.
Do I give off bitchy vibes?
Depends on the time of the day.
No, yeah, that's facts. That's facts. Because I asked them this. I'm like, does she only does this to the
She does
women
not
that
like
come in
you.
here? So
There's
no,
been
no,
no
I don't
days
think because
where-
when I seen you before I even
You
came
have
to
your
the show and I
days.
seen you at that's the
Event,
first
yes,
time I met
yes.
you at Last's event. I
Yes.
thought you were super sweet. I even came up to him and I said, I don't know what I said to him, but I said something about you to him. I thought you were super cool. I didn't think nothing less
And
of
then
you.
the second time you met me was at the show, so you were like,
No, I
yo.
met you at late Days.
So the first time that was at Days' event.
And the second time was at,
At the
Base.
Okay.
Was that before? No,
No,
that was
that was
after.
after.
No, I seen you another time.
Okay.
Well, regardless, doesn't matter. But yeah, I didn't think you didn't dislike me because I met you prior to that. You feel what I'm saying? So that wasn't my notion. You feel what I'm saying? I just didn't like how I perceived it.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? How I took it.
No, I just want to always ask because I feel like sometimes I feel like a lot of the females on the show. I feel like a lot of the females on the show probably think I come off bitchy, and it's not that I'm coming off bitchy.
But I like you. I respect it now. You know why? Because we do have to get it harder. We do have to get pushed harder. So you know what? Like you doing that, appreciate it now because that should have really just been like, I should have just,
believe it or
you
not,
know, went harder. You know what I'm saying? Like,
believe it or not,
it's not just you. Rappers be like, yo, did she have that face while I was rapping? I'm like, nah, she was fine.
No,
she didn't have
so
that face on you.
I do the other day.
Yeah, rappers be like, yo, she had that face.
He was like, what did he say at first? He was like, I seen your videos. And I was like, what do you mean? He said, I'm a sweetheart. I'm nice. And he was like, no, I seen your videos. So he was expecting me to be a hard face through the interview, but he was dope. But
you also forget the camera's on sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes I do. And then sometimes you'll see me looking up. You could definitely tell when I think a fucking rapper sucks because I'm looking up. I'm like, fucking Tito D, Tito Dumb. But, what was I saying? I just feel like a lot of females take me wrong, and that's not how I want to come off. They think I'm being harder on them, but I'm not. And as us being faces in this industry, we're the underdogs, believe it or not. Like, we're just starting out. Like, there's people that have bigger names than us or are doing more than us. So they're looking at us like...
Yeah, like, that's nothing. Bag of chips.
Exactly. Mm-hmm. So I just feel like we got to come off a little more... Stronger, a little more
I definitely
harder.
Respect you. No, I do. And I'm glad... You guys are here. You guys came. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad we had more of a personal type of intimate.
I had to invite myself.
Session. You know.
It's like, Dallas, please let us on. Like, come on, fam. Let us on, B. Like, let us on, Dallas.
We want it.
Every Tuesday, I'm like, yo, Dallas, can we come up there?
Yeah, right. It's like, oh, yeah, I can do it, man.
This is great stuff. I would love for us to work together in the future, whether it's just like...
I gave you the key. I told you guys already what we need to do.
Whether it's like doing events, actually being the event holders, you know what I mean? Like, that's something that would be wild, not only for your city, but ours, and then we're combining cities as well. So that would be a really dope look.
Yo, Mash, y'all better love me.
We love you.
I love you guys, man.
Franchise.
Y'all have helped me out for the past 2 years, man. I will always give Mash their flowers,
and you don't know what you've done for these artists.
You guys have.
With the videos, like, these artists are taking off just by going over there. So
Mash keeps
really
me alive, too, man.
You guys are the destination for
all the
rappers.
You guys help me out last year.
And podcasters needs to be celebrated a little more often, as much as we was talking about producers need to be celebrated last week. It's also true.
Snuck that in here, huh?
It's also true. And
we
DJs,
only do it all.
Because you guys, you put on for the artist. Like, artists wouldn't be heard or known. You know what I'm saying? If it wasn't for your platform. You know what I'm saying? So it's highly important. It's very, very important.
Y'all. There's a couple of times when I be so mad at the artist. When they be like, thank you, DJ Franchise, for having me. I be want to be like, motherfucker, I invited you. What do you mean? Do I not get some type of recognition? Like, what do you mean? Can I get a fuck you tea? But you know,
we changed our name too because it was the Fame Jackson podcast with Dallas Rose.
Right. Really?
Yes, that's what it was.
That's fire.
Yeah,
but I would have kept it.
Because it is like an equality thing. It's not the Fame Jackson show. It's actually about the artist. You know what I'm saying? So it's not my show. At first we was talking personal things. It was all about me, but it's transitioned. So we changed the name as well. You feel what I'm saying? So yeah. So
I tell everybody, if it wasn't for Leticia, I wouldn't see half of you guys' messages. So therefore, half of this doesn't happen without what she's done for the past year.
If it wasn't for Franchise, I wouldn't have the platform that I have now. Like I said, I was on a station before. I just wasn't getting what I wanted. And ever since from dealing with Franchise, it's like a whole different. So I'm going to say shout out to 2 Times. Jeff 2 Times. Shout out to DJ Algie.
Okay,
I started off with a whole different DJ Amp Beats. Okay. I'm gonna give him his credit
Shout
too.
Out to Amp Beats.
But
respect.
If it wasn't for those 2 artists, those 2 DJs that actually had me underneath them, I wouldn't have had the exposure to the artists that I have now. So having the exposure that I have to the artists that I have now, I was able
right over here
to come to Franchise's platform.
And we made something.
And like at first it was like,
Who the fuck is this guy? What is Rhode Island?
What the fuck is? I lived in Pawtucket for
how
4
much shit I
years.
suck.
It was the worst.
What is Rhode Island?
That's how much shit I suck up. It's like, Rhode Island don't have no artists, whatever. And then
It wasn't about the artist, baby. It was about the grind and hustle
it
that
was
I had.
about,
The
it was more
mindset.
so about exactly.
You found a really good mindset.
exactly,
That's what it is.
and I feel like we feed off of each other. Like,
You know what's
things that I
crazy?
don't
This
ask.
thing, it gets bigger by supporting other people.
Yes.
I just so wish that went around, man.
Man,
Yes.
You know,
there's
fam,
so
we
much to
get
that.
bigger just supporting other artists. You feel me? That's
And
all we do.
That works for everybody.
That's all we do.
That works for everybody.
Yeah,
That's,
we
that's
just
the
support other
magic trick.
artists.
The magic trick is just show love. Just give love to other people.
Yeah.
Put people other on.
No
like,
expectations.
all that shit.
Neither one of us
nothing.
rap. I don't DJ during
Yeah.
that show. All we do is show love to whoever.
When you do
that's
that
the key.
consistently, it all comes back.
It all comes back.
Right,
It all comes back.
We was thinking about having our award show, right?
Yeah.
Cause we got these whack ass award shows in fucking Boston. Fuck all you award shows. Cause really, if you was doing your motherfucking
Tell
job,
them how you really
no
feel,
bullshit.
man. Tell
If
them
you
how
was
you
doing
really
your fucking
feel.
I
job,
don't
you
live
would
in
know.
Pay attention.
You would
I don't live in
know.
Boston.
Pay attention.
No, seriously.
No, you would know
Seriously.
who the real
I don't live in
podcasters are. Stop
Seriously.
dick
I don't live in
riding
Boston.
and stop looking for inboxes. Do your job and actually look and actually search, okay? Because we're doing our jobs. We should not have to hit you
not
up.
from Boston.
Hold on, listen to this.
I'm listening. I just didn't know this is the one.
Listen to this though. We're doing our jobs. We should not have to hit you up to write an article about us. We should not. We have artists up here every fucking week. It's your fucking job to fucking write that article. Okay? We should not have to hit you up. Why are we hitting you up for? We doing everything that we supposed to do. We have artists up here promoting them, not even what we do. Them. You know what I'm saying? So do your fucking job. They're doing their jobs. We're doing our jobs. Do your job. So fuck all your award shows. When we have ours, that's the official one. You feel what I'm saying? That's the official New England.
Shout out
Fuck
to
yeah.
Bang for that.
Fuck
She
yeah.
didn't speak what I didn't speak.
The
but-
parties.
Right? So I had this conversation with him up there. Up here. Boston has their own award shows. They only recognize certain people.
It's a click.
It is definitely
Dick
is a click.
riding.
It
Garbage.
definitely is a click. And there's
We
people,
call it a circle.
there was definitely people on that last award show that got nominated that haven't had content out in a while, right?
Man, if we don't get on these next BMAs,
Whatever.
I'm crashing that shit.
Honestly, I don't even
crashing.
care.
Is that annual Boston Music Awards?
It is. It is an
That's
annual
annual.
thing. It's an annual thing.
Yeah.
Really?
These niggas don't do shit. They wait for people to hit them up. That's not doing shit.
And honestly, I don't even care if we make it because we know the name that we're making for ourselves between ourselves.
So there is a Boston Music
Yes.
Awards where y'all,
It's been
y'all
out
celebrate
since the
Boston
50s.
artists.
There's
Since
a
the
Boston
50s.
Music Awards.
Since the 50s.
There's a Boston Fashion. There's all type
Wow.
of Boston awards,
Bos-
right?
yeah,
That's
Boston
fire.
Fast, yeah.
Well, let me
everything.
guess. They don't recognize
Because
the
and that's
people
what
that
I
are
told
actually
him.
out there.
I don't know. I mean, they recognize some. You know, there's like the nominees. Like the nominees are. I don't know. I get frustrated. That's when I do get frustrated is with the recognition type of shit. 'Cause
I
I
don't
feel
even
like
care about that.
this high street shit. Like we're doing so much over here, man.
do
like
more than enough.
we put out so much music, and we give up so much work for so many artists.
For free.
and we do
don't
this
fucking
podcast,
ask for money
and
to
it's-
come up on
it's-
here
and
to
it's-
promote your ass.
So with us, I feel like I just told him we're not our show is not in Mass. Our
Right.
show is in Rhode Island, so
Right.
we're not considered as Mass.
Yeah, but that's
no,
all
but
right.
you do.
but come on,
No,
we're
no, you
right
will
there,
be
though.
nominated
We're right
because
there.
you do so much for Mass.
We're right there,
You
though.
should
We're
be
right there.
nominated.
I know that, and
We're
I
right
That's
there.
what
understand
I'm
that,
saying.
but
If they were doing their job, they would
We're right
know
there.
who's doing what.
Come on.
Even
Yeah.
though you're not from Mass, you should still be nominated.
it
You
is-
feel what I'm saying?
And I don't solidify just Rhode Island. I say New England. So
New
therefore,
England, period.
we should be able to
You
say
should
that.
These
be
states are too small to
certified.
get cute like that. It
Period.
doesn't matter, dude.
You
We're
have
all within an
Connecticut,
hour
you have
of each other.
Springfield
It's like,
coming
come
out
on.
to us.
Because you
have
do
Connecticut
more for
coming
Mass
out
than
to
a
us.
lot of other fucking podcasters
People
do
don't,
for
people
Mass.
don't realize that Rhode Island.
The
People don't
fuck?
realize Mass, Rhode Island, and Connecticut is the same size as
Period.
New York City. Not New York State.
New York
The same
City.
as New York City.
Right.
New York,
I mean,
New York.
look at it like this: like CWTFB, like they won Best Podcast of the Year last year. They have a great show. I'm not gonna take anything away from them with this statement. They do one freestyle a week. You guys have like fucking I don't even know.
I'll give you an option.
20.
We'll give you an option.
You know,
We'll give you an
like
option.
you guys have to be recognized, and so many Boston.
It's all
artists,
hood related.
right?
Like niggas, if you
So
from
it's
that
who
hood
know,
and you know
it's-
that
if you're-
person,
if you're
that's
one
what
of
it
the-
is.
One of the
you feel what I'm
nominators,
saying?
if you know these guys in the
Bitch,
vote.
I ain't never repping no street. Like, I'm from Boston. I'm from Dorchester, period. I ain't never repping no street. You niggas could kiss my ass.
So we'll see. We'll see.
They don't never get to kiss.
We'll see.
They don't never
If
get
there's
to
nothing
kiss.
high street at the BMAs this year, I'm crashing that shit. I'm crashing that shit.
Fuck them. And if they don't nominate us, fuck them. If they don't nominate you guys, fuck them. Because you know why? They ain't shit. Because if you was shit, you would be doing your job. Do your fucking job. We're gonna edit this clip right here and send it to each and every one of them. Do your fucking job.
Like Bill Belichick
It
says.
is what it is. It is what it is. Like if neither one.
But
of
that's
us,
why we building our own revenue. We're building our own
If neither one of
vehicle.
us get nominated this year, then we know what it is.
At the end of the day, has the past 2 years been fun for all of us?
That's
Yes,
what's up.
it has.
That's the point.
It's been a
That's
great
the
past
point.
year. Music-wise and local entertainment-wise,
That's the
we
point.
gotta admit,
That's
it's
the-
been
yes.
a great,
That's the
it's been a
point.
great
Great
buzzing
goddamn
year.
year.
This
fam.
has been a great year for
Let's
me.
not even lie.
That's the point.
because
It's been a great
ever
2
since
years.
from
Let's
joining
toast to that, y'all. You drinking already.
joining
Yes.
Past year and a half has been a great entertainment for New England altogether.
I have made a lot of connections with a lot of artists, a lot of CT artists. So I'm gonna say shout out to Sholi, shout out to Fuego,
Sal, what up?
shout out to Sal, definitely
Sal,
Sal.
that's my guy.
Definitely
Before I met
Sal.
Bass, I knew
You know
Sal.
Sal?
Before I met Bass, it was Sal. Yes.
Definitely Sal.
It was always
Sal.
Sal.
Man, Sal's
As a
been-
I
matter of
even
fact,
know
when Bass
Ace
was
'cause
supposed to
of
come
Sal.
on, she was like, Sal Pacino's coming on our show. I was like,
Sal's
Sal
man,
Pacino.
man. Sal's the
Shout out
guy,
to
man.
1990 something. That's Jay
Yes,
Banger.
yep,
Shout
Jay
out
Banger.
to Paul Fresh. So all those Connecticut artists.
Paul, what up?
Whenever I see
CT,
them,
let's go.
it's all love. And if it wasn't for this show, if it wasn't for the franchise report, I wouldn't have a reputation with them or how you say it. Exactly.
Oh, you still here?
A relation with them. Shout out to all the mass artists like Last Days, like GB Flea, like
SB Banks, what up?
SB Banks. Stizzy already had a relationship with him. Shout
Exit
out to
Fame,
all you
what up?
guys. Exit Fame, definitely. Brockton artists, Theme the Seas,
Keep going.
C4.
Your boy C4, man.
C4, Devo
Shouts.
the Genius.
I know you guys have Mayor Star on. I don't really
Yes,
know him, but
Mayor Star,
Last
he's
week,
dope.
he's
He's
been
dope.
doing his thing
He's
forever,
dope.
and I
He's
want to
dope.
get him on this
He was there
show.
last week.
Let's
Benny
Mayor
Campaign.
Shout out to you,
Campaign
baby.
Benny.
Campaign Benny.
Timo, what up?
Timo, listen, thank you for franchise.
There's a
I'm
lot of mass
Franchise, you the
artists.
motherfucking guy, baby.
There's a lot of
There's
mass
a
artists.
guy.
a lot of, and he was saying it on our way here. It's crazy how like we're segregated. You have your Boston artists, you have your Springfield artists.
It's too much
So,
of that.
Yeah, y'all are
Fabian-
wildin'. Y'all are wildin'. Rhode Island's small. I get it. Y'all are wildin', man.
People get too
Thank
cute
you.
Y'all
about
are
that.
wildin'. Y'all should have been connected.
Yes.
Y'all are wildin'.
No, it's just so
It's
many
a pride
different-
thing. Everybody got so much pride in Boston.
What's
It's
good from? Where you from?
crazy.
Oh, Lawrence Mass in the building. Yo, fam, y'all are all
Yes.
Mass.
You from
What-
Boston?
what- what-
People get down to the block there.
Nobody
fam.
give a fuck that you're from Mass.
Too much.
I mean, nobody give a fuck you from Lawrence.
Like one of the hottest
Apartment
artists that you have,
13S,
I'm like,
we
what
here.
do you want me to go by?
Fourth floor, motherfucker.
Apartment 13S, we
Yeah.
here, baby. You know what it is. Like, fam, y'all are all Mass. Let's
What
get
is you
this.
talking about?
And every time I have a question like, "What's your favorite artist?" and I'm like, "Do you want me to go by city or do you want me to go like how do you want me to go?"
Right.
Because it's just so many to name in artist in
But that's a great feeling to know that everybody's working. It's a great
Yeah.
feeling.
Yeah.
Everybody's working.
Lot going on.
Everybody's
And you're
working.
doing your job. I really do applaud you guys, and I love you guys, and I'm really intrigued by your work ethics. Like you're really doing the damn thing, not only for
franchise got booty cheeks in my face right now.
No, I don't. That was definitely.
hold on cheeks.
No, she's lying.
You have some booty pics. Can we
She's
see?
lying.
Go
She's
back,
lying.
go back to Instagram.
I
It
was
some
on
booty
Instagram.
cheeks.
Let's
There
see
you
what's
go.
in the inbox.
Oh, it was.
Oh, it wasn't the inbox.
Yeah, it wasn't an inbox. It wasn't an inbox. Not at all.
Let's see some booty then.
Sorry.
But yeah, no, we
Oh,
tried. We
vibe.
definitely tried. We definitely. Another thing is that we'll post a video and another artist will be like, "Oh, you guys didn't post me," and it's not that we don't want to post artists. It's just that for
If you're
me,
not up to our potential,
franchise posts everybody.
yeah.
No, I don't.
Just about everybody.
I'll give it to you right now. I only post rappers on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I'm posting flyers for the club.
For his club.
So you're gonna get.
Okay.
You're not gonna get exposed. So I only post artists on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So if 18 artists come on a Tuesday like they did last week, fam, I can only pick 3.
Right.
Don't take it the wrong way, but Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, I gotta make that money.
Cream rises.
I have to pay these
Cream rises.
And
flyers.
me, I don't have 2 pages. I only have the 1 page. So I'm not gonna. Bad enough when people hit me up, they be like, "Yo, bro, what's going on?" I'd be like, "Nigga, do you not see my name? Do you not see my picture?" So
They do that to me too.
Yeah, so I'm like,
they call me bro all the time. I'm like,
wanna
this is not even the podcast page.
I don't want to say I post the hottest, but I post the ones that I feel like are good enough to go on my page for exposure, which I maybe need to make another page.
Yeah.
To
I know niggas be mad because I got more packs than them.
Like
the fuck.
I mean, there's like people get. I don't know. It's tough, right?
You know what I mean?
But the shit that you feel like inside, I gotta post this.
Right.
You post that. That gets posted.
But
like if you're an artist, you gotta make somebody feel that. You got that's your responsibility.
But how do I go off a franchise though? So franchise will post the artists that I want to post, and I don't want to post them again because franchise.
No.
You
You
shouldn't
should
worry about
post
that.
them again.
Oh, you should tell me that. Yeah,
them.
you should definitely post
You
them
should
again.
post them
And
again.
he tags me in them.
Yeah,
He
you should definitely
tags
post
It
them
me.
doesn't
again.
matter because different people
Post
follow
them
different
again.
pages.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you
Also-
have a different audience than he does.
Your audience is different from mine.
And
Yeah.
also,
Yeah.
even if I follow both of you guys, the algorithm is not necessarily going to show
not
me
gonna be
both
the
of your
same. Yeah,
posts.
it's not.
Right.
You don't see every post of every person you follow.
Yeah,
you
you
see
post
like
that on
20% of the person you follow's posts. So if you like if you like something enough that you're like, I want to show this off, you should just post it. And the artist should make you feel that. That's the artist's job, and that's how the shit naturally rises.
And at the end of
That's
the
all it
day,
is, man.
when you get home and you lay in your bed, you could always just delete that post and put another one up tomorrow morning. You can always.
I mean, that's the other thing too. Like,
You can
there's no
always,
limit to how much you can post.
Yeah, you can always delete that and put another
But
one
I
up there.
just feel like right now my post, if you go to my page, you'll see my main profile picture, but then you'll see 4 artists in a row, and
That's
you'll
mine,
see
though.
my picture.
That's mine.
But that's what you do, so
But it's what
that's
you do.
that's
But
okay.
what
But remember this
It's not
too.
about
Remember
you.
this
It's
too.
not
Yeah,
about
it's
your
what you
personal
do.
life
Yeah.
unless you want to make it
If
that.
that's the case, make a personal
That's
page.
what you do.
of
So
what's
That's what I
made.
said.
Yeah.
I maybe need to
Yeah.
make a personal page.
And
You
of
should make
myself.
2 pages.
And
you should.
most people
Sorry.
that follow you never go to your page.
Yeah, they only follow you
Yeah,
for
no.
that one person.
They go to your page the one time and they go, "Oh, I'll follow her," and then they never go to your page
not
again.
gonna
Unless you
Pages
pop
are
on
on the
their
newsfeed.
timeline.
So this past weekend, I was saying that I was out at a couple of events, and people that don't even like or look at my
Dawson!
Dawson!
Dawson
Mine
has
gets
everything
uncomfortable.
about
Let's
it.
never go this long.
Shout out
Never
to
go this
Dawson,
long.
yo!
Let's wrap it
My
up,
bad,
son.
family. My
Yeah.
He's like, right back!
I
Poor
feel you,
kid.
man.
this past
That's why we
weekend.
stopped sitting on those chairs all the show. We got this fucking
Instagram
couch.
at DJ Franchise
Yeah.
1. But go ahead,
Yeah.
finish.
This past weekend alone showed me how many people are actually viewing, because I had people that don't even like or comment on my stories that I post. And they're like, "Yo, I see what you're doing. Keep doing what you're doing, fam." And it's like, wait a minute. Did you even? I don't see a like. I don't see a comment. I don't see anything.
Isn't that annoying?
It's so
No, it's not.
annoying.
When somebody
It's not
DMs
annoying.
It is
Instead
When
annoying.
a random
give
that
me a
you're-
comment, give
I
me a
think it
comment,
is.
dude.
Like,
Say it
like.
publicly.
Share it.
Share it.
Say it
Something.
publicly.
But
Yeah.
you know what? You don't have to acknowledge that, meaning you don't have to reply to that. At least somebody that you're not following or somebody that's not following you had viewed your content. You feel what I'm saying? That's the positive about it. I don't usually respond to comments. My DM, you will see 1,000 on the red messages. You feel what I'm saying? Which is probably bad. But some of those is just, not fans.
Ego-wise, that's great. You wrote me up and said, "Hey, I see what you're doing." But fam, it would have took you 5 seconds to just hit the little arrow button that says share.
Help me with
Would
the
have taken
algorithm.
5
Help me
seconds,
with
man.
the
It would have taken
algorithm.
5 seconds to do
A
that.
comment goes a long
There's a
way.
difference. It's the difference when you say, "You know what? I like what you do, and I support what you do." A lot of people like what you do, but I
they
can't
don't really
support what
support
you do.
Mm-hmm.
I go to church, so I can't put up all these raps. Like, really, fam? But I grew up with a lot of people in church, but they won't repost because
Well, I have a
Yeah.
lot of people that have businesses, clothing businesses, and they're like, "Oh, if you don't share my page, or if you don't support, that's hating." But yet I've been doing this longer than you've been doing this.
And you haven't
And you
shared
haven't shared not one.
I used to
since
complain
before.
about that all the time. Like, why should I share theirs? They don't share mine.
And I don't want to be a hater.
But it's a bad mindset.
And that's the problem.
It's a fucked up mindset.
That's a reverse mindset.
It's a
That's the problem.
Yeah.
But that's what we made our show about. You know what? Instead of me saying, you know what, we're not gonna share none of you niggas raps. Fuck it. We'll support your raps.
Right.
We'll help your raps.
And
it's
even if
worked
you don't
out.
share it,
Yeah.
we're
It's
going to
worked
share
out.
it.
It's
Doesn't
worked out. It's worked out.
Dawson, you're 16, right?
15.
15. You're like, you know, the social media, you know, fucking, what is it? Guru, right?
Kind of.
Yes.
Well, I think Delaney, my sister's more like that. I just watch YouTube.
But you know what's up? Why?
He's
What
so
do you want?
grown, it's crazy, but he's a fucking baby. It's like a grown little man.
He's the most mature person in the room. But
Very mature than me.
yeah, more mature than me. But
Okay,
what do
that
you want
makes
to
me
ask
feel
him? What do you
better.
want to ask him?
So, you made me lose my train of thought. I was laughing too much.
How old are you?
15.
15. What are you guys interested in when you go online? Like YouTube. I sign on YouTube. What are you guys looking for? Music-wise.
Yeah.
Music-wise.
I mean, I wouldn't really look at YouTube for music. I'd probably just like go on Spotify. Sometimes I literally just scroll on Spotify and look
He's
at
the
So
wrong
how-
kid. He's the wrong kid to be asking.
No,
He's not
he's
a
not.
kid.
He's actually
He's
not.
not
He's
a
not.
fucking kid.
So how do
He's
you?
the wrong person.
So how do you come across local music?
My dad.
He's 15.
I don't really. All I hear is
My dad.
It's your dad.
My dad.
I love it.
My dad.
He hears me and be like, hey, what do
He
you think about
listens
this
to
mix?
everything his
He's
dad
like, it sounds the
produces.
same as the last one, Dad.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
lit.
the same.
I guess they all sound good. That's the problem. So it's not that much of a difference.
Do you like rap music?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You like rap music.
Oh my
I don't
God!
like
I
super
met him
hard
years
stuff.
ago. He was a baby. It's
You don't
fucking
get like,
What are
you
you
don't
saying?
like that
What are you
fun
saying,
He's
bud?
gonna have a beard
I don't like
soon.
super intense.
Tell us. He's gonna have a beard soon.
Into more chill stuff, I guess.
Like chill stuff.
I got one more question. I do a team's top 10 every Sunday, the 10 hottest joints in the city. Name me 5 of the hottest joints right now that you guys are listening to in your age.
I know a lot of people that listen to Kanye.
He said, "I know a lot of people." He don't even say him.
Well, no, because he knows he doesn't listen like that. Like the top
Exactly. He's
hottest
not a
shit.
fucking
But he's
kid.
gonna give you the. He's gonna
But
the real
he's,
shit.
he's
Me and
15.
my
Like,
friends.
what do you guys listen to when you get in the car?
What's the football team
Kanye.
playing
Because
on?
the point
In
of
locker
this is,
room.
you know what? Like people like that, when he turns 18, they'll come to the club for the next 20 years. Y'all that are 45, y'all ain't coming out no more.
No.
I need him to come to the club for the next 15 years.
He's
when
like,
he
"I'm
turns
done with
18.
y'all."
What are you listening to?
What do you
I'm
guys
looking
listen
up
to?
to him.
Football
What are
team.
you
What's the
listening
football
to?
team listening to?
Drake, Kendrick,
Drake, Kendrick.
Kendrick,
Everybody says Kendrick.
Little Baby.
every type of little there is.
Which
That's the sauce. Put Lil before your name, you're good.
Little Baby, Little Poopy.
all the little it is.
Yeah, so yeah.
There you go.
That's it. That's
There you
it.
go.
Okay.
Shit, we gotta wrap this up. This is
Yes.
going on and on.
My
We
bad,
can do
fellas.
this
My
all
bad,
day.
my bad, family.
Not
My
even.
bad,
Not
my
even.
bad.
Not
This
even.
means y'all. This is endless.
Like we
For
literally
y'all,
could just keep
yeah.
going.
Y'all vibe.
Like,
But
we
the
literally
fact,
could just keep going.
I'm proud of the fact that franchises are actually here and
Came
he's
out, I
actually
never come out.
vibing.
My man.
But I asked him for a long time, like, I want to come to your show. I asked him for a
Really?
long time. Yes.
The fuck
I was setting him up. Let us come up there. Let us come up there.
I don't even know how many shows. I think we was invited to one other show and franchises like, yeah, I'll think about it. And then getting him to go out to events is like a whole nother thing. Like he said, if he's not making money, he's not going out.
He's not,
So
yeah.
to get him to sit up here this long, we've been here since what, 8:30?
Yeah.
Wow, it's 11:16.
It's
My mom's
amazing.
gonna kill me. She's babysitting my son.
Yes.
It's
Love
fine.
you, Mom.
Nah, this has been
Shout out
epic.
to Mom, M.O.M.
Yes.
No, this has been a great conversation.
Tell us your
Definitely.
social media. Have we not covered anything that you want to cover?
Yeah.
No, we got everything.
What did we talk about, franchise?
You guess that's still my question? Anything you want
No
to say
more
to the
questions. No more questions. Just anything that we need to know from y'all that we have not covered. That's important that we should.
We appreciate you guys for having us.
No doubt.
Right? This is a dope platform. You guys keep going for yourselves.
We will.
You guys are
for the
definitely
community,
more
man.
in depth with questions than we are. We're like surface.
She
You're
also gave
different.
us 9 shots.
It's different.
She also gave us 9 shots.
It's
for the
different.
performance. She also gave us 9
Part
shots,
of the
B.
formula.
Yeah, you got shots at me.
She kept it because she had her own.
I was like, I'm not drinking that.
Yeah,
She's too bougie.
Whatever.
If I had that
I definitely
I
took it
thought
down.
I was bougie. I'm like the ghetto bougie Barbie. But then I met another ghetto bougie Barbie. Like
if I had that Espalone, I would have been on the floor by now. Like, but no, we definitely appreciate you guys. You guys keep doing what you're doing.
And thank you. We would love you if you suggest artists, you know what I'm saying, your fave artists. We don't want no crappy ones either because we ain't trying to sit hours bored, okay? So send us the good ones too.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes,
you know, and we'll definitely do the same. Well, we have one sponsor. Shout out to Exotic Ish, our sponsor. We haven't seen you in a while though.
I don't need to come back.
Yeah.
But she doesn't hold her tongue, does she?
I thought I would hold my tongue.
No.
I thought, look, the franchise be looking at me sometimes if you don't shut up.
She doesn't hold her tongue, boy. Woo.
But she's worse than me. She's an Aries, so
It's
I
great
get it.
though. Don't change it. Don't change it.
Don't change
Don't
it.
change it.
There's no
Don't change that at all.
If I'm being mean in any sense or like
You're not.
No, you're not.
underlining,
You're being
I like to
outspoken.
know that because
Anybody that takes you as being mean,
That's not my intention.
they're not ready for this.
Right.
They're
Yeah.
not ready for this.
Right.
Anybody that take you being mean, they're not ready for this stuff. They're not at all.
Right.
No, this has been great. We really appreciate you guys.
give us your social media.
I love your show.
Do it.
Ooh.
Look at the camera, please.
Excuse. Which way? This way?
This one.
Dawson, do a personal
Excuse
can.
_me _miss _ at Instagram. On what is it? Twitter. I think it's El D'Amato, or it's excuse me, Miss.
What?
Well.
El D'Amato.
Your Twitter name is El D'Amato?
You sound
I
mom.
So why didn't you guys ask her enough? You guys
You
should ask her
sound
more
mob.
questions, man.
You sound like a
El
mom.
D'Amato?
Because El the model. I used to be the model.
What's
I used to
L?
be-
The.
Wait, you used to model?
I used
Close this out. I need to talk.
We
Close
got
this out.
next
I got
episode.
questions.
Yes, I used
Close
to
this out.
model.
Interview
and,
too.
Snapchat, excuse me, miss. Yes.
Okay.
Go ahead.
Excuse me, man.
Everything at DJ Franchise on your Dallas fame. Greatly appreciate you guys.
Was that
You
it?
just cut yourself off.
Do it again.
No,
Please do it again.
At
Because
DJ
it was.
Franchise
Everything at
One.
DJ
And pause.
Franchise.
Put a period at it.
Right.
Everything at DJ Franchise 1. Instagram, Twitter, Snapchat at DJ Franchise 1. BIU260 on 101.1 FM. Get that BIU260 app completely free 24/7 nonstop hip hop army with a touch of dancehall. If you got an Android phone, just download that TuneIn app. Search the letters WBIU, then the number's 360. But on a serious note, family, I never get a chance to come and sit down and just
He doesn't, and I appreciate
to
you
do
for
this.
that.
Your fam, it
I feel
means
like
a
I
lot to
kind
me,
of dragged
fam.
him out
Thank
too.
you so
Like I never get to just relax and
Glad to hear that, man. It means a lot to us.
and this means so much to me.
Knowing
And
that
I
your
greatly
ass
appreciate
don't
you
come
guys.
out only
I don't.
you only come out for money, so knowing that we wasn't paying you to come out meant a lot to me.
No, it's really cool.
Well, the bills don't stop. The bills
think
don't
that,
stop.
Can I feel like a show's almost over on the thing?
What?
Can I feel like a show's almost over?
No, we'll do that soon. Honestly, it's really cool. Like usually we have artists up here, right? So
Right.
it's really cool to have people that are like
Doing what you do.
outside the artist
Music,
radius,
Doing what
like
you guys do.
like because the perspective is really valuable for artists because when we're in it and we're making the music, it's very hard to be objective. Right, because like you're either it's your shit or you're competing with it, right? Because it's somebody else's shit that's, it's against you, or not against you, but you know what I'm saying. So I think it's so valuable to have these conversations with people like you guys
Right.
that are part of it, but not directly making the music,
You
because your
understand.
perspective is the most subjective perspective. You're not in it, right? So like. Or you're not in it at that level where it's like so precious to you, right? You're just.
I'm at the concert, but I'm behind the mixer board instead of the stage.
You know what I'm saying?
So, yeah.
Like, or you know what I'm saying?
I'm
So,
not on the
like,
stage or I'm behind the mixer board, so I still got a little.
so it's very very valuable, I think, to the musicians that are involved and the fans that are involved to hear where you guys are coming from. So we really appreciate you coming, and this was a super fun conversation.
It was 3 hours later. But no, we definitely appreciate it.
No, but that's a good sign. Right? We didn't cut you off early.
It is.
When
I gave you the cue. Split this up into 3 episodes.
Absolutely, yeah. No, it's gonna be one long episode because that's how we
it's
do
live.
it.
No, you know why? Because it's
uncut.
live on
It's live
YouTube.
right now. It's
so
on.
it's
It's
no
already up.
editing. We don't
It's
have
already up.
editing like you do. We
Okay,
don't
but
pre-record.
When I get up and walk out,
Yeah.
are you gonna hit the stop button?
Yes.
Yes.
Is there one long video?
Yes.
Yes.
Send it to me.
Okay.
Split this up into 3, family. Split this up into 3.
We got to split up into little clips.
Yeah,
for
just for Instagram and
Instagram.
other social media, but for YouTube it's already live, so it's so we don't edit.
That's how
it's
we
just
roll.
one.
That's how we
it's
roll.
just So we can't edit.
I got you with the clips. Send it to me.
But
I got you with the
yeah.
clips.
We can't even edit.
All right.
I
That's
love
fine.
you.
Let's get the fuck out of here.
Yo, fam, we do the same thing, fam. None of us rap.
Play
We
some
do the same
music.
thing. None of us rap.
Play some music.
Thank you guys so much. This
Thank
is the
you guys.
Podcvst. I'm Fame Jackson. This is Dallas
the girl right
Rose.
there.
And we have the franchise. Fucking house, y'all. Take a shot, sis, please. Till next week, y'all. We out. Peace.
I use the bathroom again.
Please do.
Be careful, they aim for the tummy. Even when I'm rich, I'ma move and I'll dress bummy. I make small talk and discover if you all talk quick. Get a whiff of things going sideways and they all talk quick. Being slippery works for a bit, but they all can't miss. And they not all that slick, but they all not thick. Disappear like crystal clear, gorillas in the mist. Son of God, walk with no fear. Your name is on that list, and demons don't really fight fair. Paralyzed like night terrors, pull up across the light, they might dump on you. You on sight there. See the ashes in the urn every time you look in the mirror. You was right there, staring down everything you in fear of. Just rap about it, they might care. Fuck the clout, I could tear my heart out right here. Through the eyes of enticing, you could view what I'm writing. I put in pain for my name, but you ain't do the same. Your favorite rapper sold his soul, we don't vibe the same. I'm in my own lane, gripping the clutch. I put your brains on standby, you was thinking too much. Put bodies in bonfires, put the ash in the Dutch. I'm a grimy Bronx nigga, you won't see me pull up. And if I don't got the blicky on me, I'm beating them up. My life been looking good, shit is really going swell. Niggas tried to rob me, but it ain't go well. Just know that they ain't alive and I'm not up in jail. Nigga tried to spin again and that shit was a fail. Stupid niggas don't get the picture, gave a flash, I was cropping you niggas. Give me the loot, I'm hitting them up, I'm Biggie pocking you niggas. I regulate, I want it all, I'm Warren G and you niggas. Ain't no room at the top, you can't sit with me nigga. Ready for battle, I'm a soldier. Still in the line of duty, I go way above the quota. Mix that YOLO with that soda, got that force just like I'm Yoda. But it ain't go to my head, I keep it humble like I'm supposed to. Keep one up in the head, cause shit get hot just like a toaster. Gangster with some class, I put my drink down on the coaster. Take my final sip, I leave a tip and then I dip. Walk right up on the stage and spit that shit that leave them sick. I leave them nauseous. Whack rappers walk around me cautious. When